What is going on, hockey fans? My name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devils State of Mind podcast, which covers all things New Jersey Devils right here on the Hockey Podcast Network. And welcome to another live watch along here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel. Tonight, we have two teams that have championship aspirations. Let's put it that way. These are two teams that have really played well this year. This is a much anticipated matchup as we have the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the New York Rangers. So once again, welcome everybody to this live watch along. My name is Neil Villapiano. So excited as always to do these live watch alongs. I was actually supposed to do another live watch along tomorrow between the Minnesota Wild and the Florida Panthers, but unfortunately, due to some outbreaks with COVID-19, I will not be doing that game. But I am doing tonight's game. As of right now, as we're just a few minutes away from puck drop, this game is still going to be going as planned. This live watch long and all the watch longs that we do here are sponsored by the people at DraftKings Sportsbook. Make sure to use our promo code down below when you sign up, THPN. So, we are just a couple of minutes away, and as always, guys, this is a comment-driven watch-along, so leave your comments down below and, ask me questions, give your predictions, and I will share them here on the screen. So we got a couple of comments right away. I actually put my prediction. This is my account on YouTube. I put my prediction that I believe the Rangers are going to win this game 5-4. One of my good buddies here who watches all the live watch alongs, Jacob loves THPN, who is a Golden Knights fan. He does not agree with that. I'm sure, Jacob, you are excited that we are doing a Vegas Golden Knights game here. Don't Be Horrible says, who is streaming tonight for THPN? That would be me, Neil Villapiano. So that answers your question. Jacob saying this is about to be my favorite stream ever on THPN. Well, I can certainly understand that, considering who's playing. You already know I was here 4 hours early. Not surprised, Jacob, at all. Don't Be Horrible says, I've been waiting all day. I've been waiting longer than Jacob. So there's a little bit of fighting between Jacob and Don't Be Horrible in the comment section. Yeah, but I was first, like always, Jacob saying, Neil, what's up, Jacob? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much. Don't Be Horrible saying, I follow him on Twitter. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You can also follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW. I post a lot of things specifically about Devil's State of Mind, as well as the Hockey Podcast Network, and also just other sports takes as well. Jacob saying, here, Neil, hold this L. Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about last night's game between Vegas and the New Jersey Devils, in which the Golden Knights won by the score of 5-3. But yes, we definitely did not deserve to win that game. We played very poorly, and you guys were the better team. Let's just put it. Let's put it that way. Don't Be Horrible saying, who is doing the Leafs and Canucks game? I don't know if we're doing that game tonight, Don't Be Horrible, but actually, are they? Is that the game that's is that today? No, I don't think so. But again, I don't know who's doing that one. But if you subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network, if you follow us on Twitter and also on Instagram, we do share when we do live watch-alongs. So you can definitely do that, and make sure to hit the notification bell as well here on the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel, so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here. Don't Be Always saying, someone promised that you would do it. Not sure exactly who, but if I do have time and it works with my schedule, I will probably do that. I try to do as many of these as possible. Jacob saying, Neil, you said that Vegas would lose to the Wild Devils while beat them both. That is true. They did win both of those games, so I will eat my words 100%. But let's talk about tonight's game between the Golden Knights and the New York Rangers. So the Golden Knights are coming in, and just to put it bluntly, basically, the Vegas Golden Knights, 18-11-0 with 36 points, have been on a tear of late. They really have been doing very well. You could see in their last 5 games, as I'll show you here really quickly, they have been able to win 4 of their last 5. They're looking to make it a 4-game winning streak with a victory tonight against the Rangers. The Rangers, on the other hand, even though they have been one of the biggest surprises in the NHL this year by a by a lot and definitely look like a team that is going to certainly make a run in the playoffs. They've been struggling a little bit of late, winning just 2 of their last 5 games. They had a pretty interesting matchup in Arizona a few days ago against the Coyotes. Nearly let that one slip away, but they were still able to get a victory nonetheless. Some of the other things that I think are interesting about this game tonight is that Gerard Gallant, I believe this is the first time since he was let go as the head coach of the Vegas Golden Knights that he will be facing off against his former team. Same thing for Ryan Reeves as well, who came over from Vegas to the Rangers. So obviously there's going to be some motivation from both of those guys to come out and have a big game tonight and win. Do I think that there's a possibility that there will be a lot of physicality and maybe potentially a fight? I think it's possible. Considering what happened last night, right at the end of the game between Vegas and New Jersey, and where Mason Geertsen for the Devils decided to go and fight the entire Vegas Golden Knights team to the point where Robin Leonard nearly dropped the gloves with somebody. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the same case here in this one tonight against the Rangers. The Rangers obviously have become a more physical team. I think they're a more balanced team, but they're taking on a Vegas Golden Knights team that just has so much talent offensively. Guys like Max Pacioretty, who I think going into last night's game against the Devils was on something like a 6-game goal streak where he had scored goals in his last 6 games. He didn't score last night, but he is still a major threat. So that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind. Mark Stone as well, Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, who has been struggling of late, but still can certainly do a lot of damage. All of these guys are going to be major problems for the Rangers tonight. The biggest thing for the Rangers is simply this: the fact that Igor Shesterkin is still out with an injury. How have the Rangers been able to handle the goaltending situation? Well, they still have Alexander Georgiev, who looks like will be the starter for the Rangers in this one. They also did recently bring up former New Jersey Devils goaltender Keith Kincaid, who got the win against the Arizona Coyotes a few nights ago. They did try Adam Huska, but it seems like he needs a little bit more time down in the minors before he can make regular starts. But Georgiev is the man of the moment, and this is a good opportunity for him to showcase what he can do as a regular NHL starter. Jacob says his prediction is that Vegas wins 4-3. So again, very close game. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a really good game between two very talented teams. Don't be horrible. Ask me, Neil, are you following the Kyrie Irving situation? Yes, I am indeed following. About an hour ago, we got word that Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets is indeed coming back and is going to be playing for the Nets, but he will only be a part-time player, so he will only be allowed to practice and also play in away games unless he does eventually decide to get vaccinated, which, considering how he feels about it all, I don't really know. I also heard some crazy rumor that he's waiting for what they call a vegan vaccine or a vegetarian vaccine. It was something very wild. That would convince him to get vaccinated. But nonetheless, speaking as a Nets fan myself, I mean, it's great that he's going to be back and playing some games. Again, you just wish that he could be playing in all of the games. But certainly, Kyrie Irving will be a very good addition to this team, and it's definitely great that he'll be back and playing in some capacity. Uh, don't be ever saying, Neil, were you anti-vaxxer or was that a different THPN host? I can't speak for anyone else on the network. I can only speak for myself. I am not anti-vax. I actually recently, just a couple days ago, got my booster shot, and I was struggling with a little bit of the symptoms for about 2 days, but I feel a lot better today. But no, I am not anti-vax. Um, Jacob saying, I have the Vegas game on right now. That's good. Jacob saying Kyrie is back part-time. And then also, because he is a Lakers fan, he wanted to let me know that Isaiah Thomas, after a 42-point game in the G League, is now up with the LA Lakers. And you know, to be fair, the Lakers do need him. They're definitely depleted with some injuries and COVID situation as well. So that's the thing. But going back to this game tonight, yeah, this should be. I'm really looking forward to this one. I remember seeing this on the calendar, and our good friend Josh asked me, "Hey, do you want to do this game?" I said, "Absolutely." Because these are two franchises that have really played well this year. And what's special about tonight, and for any Rangers fan that's watching this game with us here this evening, you probably know why tonight is a very special night at Madison Square Garden, which this game is being taken place at. Sorry. I'm trying to move my camera a little bit. Tonight is the Garden of Dreams night. And the Garden of Dreams Foundation for the Rangers, the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, basically is to help underprivileged kids, kids with disability, kids with sickness, and just try to make their day. Because a lot of them don't get the opportunity to do a lot of things that normal kids get the chance to do, and they're in very difficult situations, and they have raised millions upon millions of dollars, and it's a wonderful, wonderful charity, and they're actually doing a huge giveaway I saw on their social, where if you make a donation, you can get some entries to, get some pretty cool things. You know, if you're a part of it. So yeah, it is Garden of Dreams night. They're actually honoring a kid right now by the name of Franco Maneka. Not sure exactly what his situation is, but he is going to be dropping the ceremonial. He's going to be doing this ceremonial puck drop. So that's kind of fun with that. Don't be horrible asking, what are your thoughts of the anti-vaxxers like Kyrie? This is a very tough question. I do appreciate you asking the question, but it's a very tough question, and I don't want to get into it too much because I want to focus primarily on the hockey game. But I do appreciate the question, and I'll certainly answer it. To me, it's just, look, everybody at the end of the day does have a right to do what they want to do with their body. But for me personally, getting vaccinated is not about the person protecting themselves necessarily, although that's the point, that's part of it. You're also protecting other people, and the more people that we can get vaccinated, the better chance we have of slowing down some of these spreads like we're having right now in sports with the Omicron variant. So that's really my opinion of it. I understand, there's people that I understand why they're not getting it, and then there's also times where I really don't get it. But at the end of the day, I really, really would emphasize getting vaccinated, because you are not only helping yourself, you are helping out a lot of people who some don't even get the opportunity to get vaccinated. So if you can, you really should get vaccinated. That's my whole point. With that, DJL Freddie G saying hi, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for jumping on here with us for this game. We really do appreciate it. Freddie's asked me, who do you like better, New York Rangers or the Knights? Neither. Like I mentioned before, but I'll mention it again. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils. So I am a New Jersey Devils fan. Yes, I know things have been going very badly of late for the Devils, which is why I'm kind of glad I'm not covering them tonight. But the problem is that one of them is, my team's biggest rival. The other is a franchise that has really, for a lack of a better term, gotten everything that one franchise could ask for. I mean, they've made the playoffs their first 4 years. They've had a lot of things go their way. They have so much talent, and they've had some things go for them. Granted, I'm not thrilled about Vegas getting in, and we still don't have a new team in Quebec City. Like we haven't brought back the Nordiques. But the Golden Knights I've just kind of gotten used to. I do give them a lot of credit that their chemistry is tremendous. They do have a lot of skill. But I said this before and I'll say it again. They better get it done sooner rather than later, because at some point in the next year or two, they're going to have to blow this up, whether they like it or not. They're going to have to make a bunch of changes once Jack Eichel comes back. And if you guys have any questions or comments about Jack Eichel, please leave them in the comments as well. We'll talk about that, because I think it's pretty important, considering that Jack Eichel is on track to play a lot of hockey by the time he is fully healthy, which is very good news for the Golden Knights and very bad news for the rest of the league, especially with the Golden Knights just starting right now to get things rolling. So before I go any further, we are going to get our first word of the night from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along. Make sure you use our promo code down below, THPN, when you sign up. The goaltending matchup for tonight is Lauren Brosseau, 5-2 so far on the year. We'll get the start for the Golden Knights as Robin Lehner got the start last night in New Jersey. And it's Alexander Georgiev in net for the New York Rangers. Gerard Gallant is the head coach of the New York Rangers, won the Jack Adams Award back in 17-18 for Coach of the Year when he was the coach of the Vegas Golden Knights. Ryan Reeves, former Golden Knight as well, on the ice to start this one. And the puck is dropped at Madison Square Garden as we are underway between the New York Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights. So it'll be interesting to see how both of these teams come out. I think it's a little bit more interesting with the Golden Knights considering how things went last night against the Devils, especially how things ended last night with, a big line brawl and everything like that. But nonetheless, the Golden Knights got a well-deserved 5-3 victory, and now they look to try to come across the Hudson River and get the victory again here tonight to get back-to-back wins. And again, the Golden Knights are looking for their fourth straight victory. As we get an icing here pretty quickly, just 20 seconds into the game. One of the things that I thought was interesting last night watching Vegas was that Lauren Brosseau was actually not on the bench for the majority of last night's game. And a lot of us were speculating that he was going to be one of the, just another one of the many players that have been put into COVID-19 protocols. But he actually showed up during the third period towards the end. And Robin Lehner, who got into a little bit of a scrum with some Devils players, there's a shot there by the Rangers, gets blocked and goes out of play. Lauren Brosseau was on the bench, and when Robin Lehner got thrown out, Brosseau actually had to come in for the last 15 seconds and then and just hold down the fort, basically. So that's a little bit good news. Head coach Pete DeBoer, who has coached the Florida Panthers, New Jersey Devils, and San Jose Sharks, and the last two that I just mentioned, he took both of those teams to the Stanley Cup Finals. He said that so far, and he said knock on wood basically, that his team, the Golden Knights, have not really had any problems with COVID-19, which is good. But you do have to be a little bit worried because you played New Jersey last night, who is dealing with a little bit of COVID issue right now. You're hoping that they continue to stay healthy, especially if you are Vegas. Jacob saying, wait, is Robin Lehner not starting? There's a shot there by Mika Zibanejad and a great save right in front by Lauren Brosseau. So a good opportunity less than a minute in for the Rangers as Mark Stone comes back, waits for reinforcements, and then he'll wrap it around the boards as Pacioretty gives over to Stevenson with a shot from a sharp angle, and it's stopped and covered by Georgiev. Good pass from Pacioretty to Stevenson there, and he's always able to score as they show a replay of the Mika Zibanejad as it was a breakaway opportunity, and Zibanejad tried to go far side, didn't really lift the puck that well. Good try there as, Brosseau didn't even make the save. He just shot the puck wide. So a missed opportunity for a continuing struggling Mika Zibanejad, who we all know, once he gets a couple in a row, he's going to be really, really going. And that's impressive with the Rangers still playing as well as they've been playing of late with that. But a long pass that Carlson just missed, but he's still going to be able to get to the puck before he gets boarded up against Keandre Miller. And then a dump over to Lafreniere misses, and Brosseau will play the puck over to his defenseman, and now the Vegas Golden Knights will get out. But yes, Jacob, it is Lauren Brosseau in net for the Vegas Golden Knights. I actually do believe that the Golden Knights will be one of those teams looking for a legitimate number two goaltender, a solid backup. No, I don't think that they would even consider trying to go and reacquire Marc-Andre Fleury if the Blackhawks are selling. I highly doubt that. But do I think that they will try to? As a shot there by Pietrangelo goes wide of the net, as Vegas looking to try to see if they could strike early here. But I don't think somebody even like Tuukka Rask is probably a possibility. With Tuukka Rask, it's either retirement or he plays for Boston. And at some point, I think he will be with the Bruins. As a pass in front there is blocked before it really gets in the net as Roy took a good shot there. Now back up to the point. A slap shot by Pietrangelo hits the back of Georgiev and comes out, but it doesn't redirect into the net. So a break there for the Rangers as the Golden Knights almost scored. And then another shot just going wide. Now back to Pietrangelo. The Golden Knights are doing a good job of keeping it in. as they make another pass out in front. It's broken up by the Rangers, and then they're finally able to clear it back, and it'll go all the way down. Is it enough for an icing? It is. So the faceoff will be back in the Rangers zone just about 3 minutes in. Mika Zibanejad has 5 goals, 3 assists, and 8 points in 6 games in his career against the Vegas Golden Knights. So he's had a pretty decent amount of success, and he nearly was able to add on to that with that breakaway chance just a few moments ago. Dopey Orba asking, Neil, do you wear a mask when you go in public? Because I don't see a mask on you tonight. Well, I'm in my house. Don't be horrible. So, no, I'm not wearing it when I'm in my own home. But when I do go out and I go to places, yes, I do wear my mask. Thank you for the question, Horrible. We appreciate it. As the Rangers tried to dump it into the zone to create something, but it was snuffed out by the Golden Knights as Shea Theodore controls the puck. Theodore, I don't believe, played last night. He was listed as day-to-day with a lower body injury, but he is back in the lineup tonight for Vegas, and I'm sure that they are glad to have him back. I still believe that Shea Theodore at some point will win a Norris Trophy. Is now an opportunity for the Rangers as Keandre Miller with the shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Actually, it was Capo Caco who took that shot. He faked the slap shot and then took a wrister. Not sure if it got to the net or not, but still, an opportunity there goes for naught for the Rangers. Now the Rangers once again having as they dump it into the zone, but it gets blocked before the Rangers could set anything up. And then finally the Rangers dump it into the Vegas zone. Vegas trying to get it out, and they do as the puck goes to center ice. As now Kevin Rooney dumps it in as that physical fourth line of the Rangers is on the ice right now. Now Adam Fox will fire it back in. And now Brazeau, nearly a turnover there, right in front of the slot for Vegas, but they're able to get it back and control it. As now they're into the offensive zone. Carrier, who had a goal last night, fires it cross ice, but it goes wide. And a shot by Pietrangelo also just misses the net. Now, once again, the Golden Knights trying to create something here. He's got a couple more comments here. Jacob, not feeling confident with Lauren Brazeau in net. He says, oh no, we ain't winning this game. Well, you know what, my friend? It's a hockey game. Anything can happen. Hockey's a magical, unpredictable sport. Try to have some positivity here. We're only 5 minutes into the game and nobody has scored yet. So no reason to worry about it right now. It's an opportunity for Carlson. Tried the toe drag, but a good poke check there by Adam Fox disrupts that opportunity. And now here come the Rangers back the other way as they'll dump it into the zone as they'll make a change. A little more than 5 minutes into this one. Thank you guys as always for jumping in here and joining me on this live watch along between the Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Rangers. Again, my name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, here on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. We get a face-off here in the Rangers zone with 14:42 to go here in the opening frame. A couple more comments here. Speedy Gaming say, go Rangers, go. Thank you so much, sir. We do appreciate you coming in. Thank you for the comment. Sky G asking, y'all think a fight will happen? I need one to happen to win a plus 300 bet. Considering that both of these teams like to be pretty physical and they're not afraid to drop the gloves, as Vegas proved last night, I think it's a pretty good bet considering how this game goes. If it's tight, I do believe that tensions will run high and something is going to happen. So let's keep in mind that. I think there will be one. Whether or not the refs allow it to happen will remain to see. Rick Smith coming in. What's up, Rick? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, my friend. As an opportunity here for the Rangers is broken up by Vegas. He says 1-0 Pittsburgh over the Sabres. Thank you so much, Rick, for the score update. The shot for the left side comes up right into the chest of Georgiev. Had to make a little bit of a weird save on Janmark, but he does make the save and we get a stoppage of play. Speedy Gaming saying, I'm for any team that's not Boston, Vegas, or Calgary. Are you cool with the Devils? Speaking as a Devils fan, are you cool with the Devils? If you are, I do appreciate it. Freddie's saying, I'm a huge New York Rangers fan. I used to live in New York, so I love them. Oh, that's awesome, man. Where in New York did you live? Did you live in the city or in upstate New York? Where in New York did you live? Let me know. Don't be horrible saying, Neil's an interesting dude, but I don't know if I agree with his politics. Well, it is what it is. A lot of people don't agree with my sports takes either, so that's just what it is. But it's all good. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Don't be horrible saying, but I'm just here for hockey. Aren't we all, my friend? That's what we're here for, baby. That's what it is. Uh, Sky G saying, I don't watch hockey at all, honestly. Chances a fight will happen. Well, like I said, I think that to me, there's always a possibility. Probably not as much as it used to be, but I think considering both of these teams do like to rough it up and be physical and tensions can run high, I do think that there is a good possibility that there might be a little bit of a fight, a little skirmish. There's a shot there from the point for the Rangers. It's stopped by Brassard. Good save there. Now Vegas regains the puck for a second before the Rangers take it away at center ice and dump it back into the Vegas zone. As we're about to reach the 7-minute mark of this first period, both teams have had a pretty good opportunity here. As Haig drops it off, and now an opportunity to pass in front of the great save there, and a rebound, they score! As the Golden Knights, about 7 minutes in, 6:49 to be exact, have scored the first goal on a rebound, and I believe it's going to be, I think that's Holden or Howden. That is Howden, number 21 of Vegas, that knocks it in on a rebound, and the Golden Knights strike first as they lead it 1-0. A good pass in front, cross-crease pass from Carrier to Howden. Howden got denied on the first shot on a forehand try. It was a good save by Georgiev, but Howden got it right back on the rebound, went to his backhand, and beat Georgiev far side. And the Golden Knights, little less than 7 minutes into this game, have taken the 1-0 lead. Jacob saying, I'm watching it, but I'm 30 seconds behind. No worries, my friend. We still appreciate you being here, man. So the Golden Knights, who didn't take a lead, who didn't strike first in last night's game, even though they won, get the lead in this one as the puck goes out of play, and we'll get a stoppage in play. So about 7 minutes into this one, Nick Howden, with the first goal of the night, gives the Golden Knights a 1-0 lead, and we will be right back after this quick commercial break. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see down in the bottom right corner, THPN, when you sign up. So again, it's 1-0 Golden Knights on a goal by Nick Howden for Vegas. So they're off to a good start here. Let's get to some other comments. Sky G saying, if I had to pick a team, I'd be a Ducks fan just because I grew up close to Anaheim. That's pretty cool. I think that's an easy way for you to pick a team. Gotta cheer on the local teams. I definitely respect that. Rick Smith saying, I sent some pics of THP on Twitter. Hope you get them. I was asked to send them from yesterday. Guys, somebody from our social media team will be in touch with you. I'm not in control of the Twitter right now as I'm doing this watch along, but definitely appreciate it. Damon saying, hello. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining us here for this watch along. We appreciate it. Rick Smith saying, wow, Vegas or Vegas. Jacob is certainly happy about Vegas getting the 1-0 lead. Freddie answered my question earlier saying, I used to live on Lower East Side of the island. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Well, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So, obviously the Rangers not off to the best start here, but it's still only 1-0, and we're not even halfway through this first period. Jacob saying, in all caps, Neil, I have a 30-second delay on NHL 66, so I see the goal late. Well, I don't know what to tell you, my friend. I'm watching this live on TV because I have the regional broadcast. I don't have to use anything for it, but, at least then you'll know what's coming when something happens there. And then we got this slap shot. We'll be happy. Yes, those guys from that movie, they would certainly be happy if they see some old-time hockey. Damon's saying, was here yesterday. Yes, we did a live watch along between the Canucks and the Sharks last night, so it's great to see you back. Here's a shot there by the Golden Knights. It's stopped by the glove of Georgiev, and he'll cover it. Good shot there from an angle by William Karlsson. As again, we get a stoppage of play with 12:06 to go here in the first period. Don't be horrible saying, Neil, do you like the Canucks? I do like the Canucks. I don't dislike them. They're a Western Conference team. I've always been a fan of their logos, even from back in the 90s. I love what they've done by, firing Jim Benning, thank God, and firing their head coach. They brought in the right coach, in my opinion. Is a pass in front to a Vegas player. He couldn't control it on the backhand. There's a missed opportunity there. I believe that was William Karlsson again, who almost had a shot right in the slide, was wide open. And then Riley Smith tried to throw one out in front again, but it was broken up by the Rangers, and they'll take it the other way. But yeah, they're a team that I respect. I like what they've done. Bruce Boudreau 6-0 to begin his tenure in Vancouver, and he's got that team playing at the level that they're capable of playing at. Sky G saying, ugh, my stream site isn't working. Well, if you have ESPN Plus or if you find NHL 66, those are the top two I would recommend to get this one. It's a shot by a player by the Rangers, gets deflected away, almost went out of play, but it stays in as the Rangers are continuing to hold it in the offensive zone. So whacking away at it as Dadonov is being pinned along the boards by somebody on the Rangers. As Filipino is back in the Rangers lineup after he was a healthy scratch in the game against the Coyotes, as we get an icing here as the faceoff will be back in the Vegas zone. Jacob saying, I was also here yesterday. Not a surprise, Jacob. Jacob, I assume that you probably go to all of them, even the ones that I'm not on. So, and it explains it very well as your name of your title says Jacob loves THPN. And we love you, Jacob. So thank you so much as always for showing your support. And again, guys, if you're liking what you're seeing so far, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment that I'll share up on the screen, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do. We are getting very close to reaching 600 subscribers. I said it in the last live watch-along. Let's try to get to 600 by the end of the year, as a near 2-1 opportunity by Vegas is broken up, and then we get a stoppage in play, and it looks like we are going to get our first penalty of the evening. It looks like it's going to be Lindgren going to the sin bin for the Rangers. No, actually, it's Mika Zibanejad going to the box for the Rangers. So the Golden Knights, who already have the 1-0 lead, now have an opportunity with the power play as, yeah, Zibanejad lifted the stick of Dadonov on that 2-on-1, preventing him from getting any sort of opportunity there, and the ref just had to call it. Don't be horrible saying, Neil, you seem like a good dude. Well, thank you, man. I do appreciate that. I'd like to consider myself a pretty good guy, and I appreciate that comment. And you're a good guy as well for spending some time with this. It's a shot from a sharp angle by Pacioretty. Is stopped on a great save by Georgiev. Great opportunity right away for the Golden Knights, but an even better save by Georgiev. The Golden Knights have the 22nd best power play in the league, while the Rangers have the 8th best penalty kill in the league. So both of these teams definitely on opposite sides of the spectrum when it comes to their special teams, at least when Vegas is on the power play. As now Chandler Stevenson with it. Backhand pass down low to Dadonov. He loses it, and then the Rangers are able to poke it away. And now here they come the other way on a 2-on-2 opportunity. Drop pass over to Chris Kreider, and he couldn't get enough of it to get a shot off, but he drops it off to Adam Fox. The reigning Norris Trophy winning defenseman loses the puck, and now Vegas is trying to get out of their zone to go the other way. But a good job on this forecheck here by the Rangers to kill off a lot of seconds of this power play for Vegas. So finally Vegas is able to control it. It's Mark Stone, the captain of the Golden Knights, with it now. A couple of other comments here really quick as we'll try to catch up. Rick Smith, not a fan of the yellow V Canucks jerseys at THPN. Sad they were. I mean, I like the black ones that they had, like when they played in the final against these same New York Rangers back in '94. As a shot from the left side, that one was actually trying to be a pass. Good pass in front, but it was broken up before they could have anything. Pietrangelo with it now. Pietrangelo over to Riley Smith. Smith with a wrist shot, and that one is stopped up high by Georgiev, and the Rangers are able to get it. They clear it back down with 17 seconds to go on the power play for Vegas, so if they hurry here, probably at least one more shot. Jacob says he's been here since 450 subs. Thank you so much, my friend. We do appreciate the longevity that you've been here. You are an awesome, awesome person. SkyG saying she's using Stream East. Well, like I said, ESPN Plus or NHL 64 are definitely good ones as well to use. They're really high quality. I would recommend them. She's also saying, I need a fight to happen so bad. Well, we're still early in this game, so give it some time and we shall see. We shall see. She says, I usually bet on NBA games, but this caught my eye. Well, we do appreciate you coming on here and taking some time out of your day to hang out with us. Thank you so much. Don't be horrible asking, what are your thoughts on fighting? Are you pro fighting with the thoughts of making hockey safer? Here's the thing. I'm kind of an old school guy. You know, I was born in the late '90s, and watching hockey as I was a kid, you were just used to seeing a lot of fighting. So I'm more like pro fighting. I understand why they try to in the NHL they try to eliminate fighting as much as possible because of the fact that it can be dangerous. But I'm still big on fighting. It gets people excited. It gets people who are not even hockey fans into hockey, and I think it can only increase the exposure of hockey to a lot of people. I don't like to see like a lot of fighting. You obviously want to see some great goals, great saves, and just good hockey all around. But fighting is just a part of the game that I think brings a lot of excitement to a lot of people. The Valley podcast, which I'm assuming just by the logo covers the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. Sky likes the BBCs in the NBA. That is an interesting comment there. That is an interesting comment, and I'll let you guys know on that. Jacob saying, by the way, you hit 600 subs last night. Oh, we did. We did. You're right, Jacob. Very, very much so. Thank you for the update. I appreciate the updates that you guys give me for other things like out-of-town scores and things like that. Thank you so much. So, yeah, we did hit just over 600 subscribers. So now our next goal is to get to 700. And we got a couple more weeks before the end of the year. So let's try to get to 700 subscribers. As always, share this with your friends. Share this with anybody who's a hockey fan. The Hockey Podcast Network is the place to watch live watch-alongs of these games, and also the number one place for hockey podcasts in the world. Question from Freddie: are there any streaming networks that are free? Jacob could probably tell you, as he actually did in the comment section. He said here, Stream East and NHL 66, absolutely. And if by some chance you have an ESPN Plus account, or if you got a friend that's willing to let you borrow it, you could do that as well. Or go on Reddit. Reddit's also a good one as well. Reddit always got a good one. So you just type it in and you'll find it. But we're about a little bit more than 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Nick Howden on a rebound goal is the only goal we've had so far in this one, as the Vegas Golden Knights lead it 1-0 over the New York Rangers. Golden Knights just had a power play and they could not convert. They had two really good opportunities, but Georgiev made a really good save right away on a shot from a sharp angle by Max Pacioretty. And that could have easily been a goal there to make it 2-0, but Georgiev with a big time save. And I do have Georgiev in one of my fantasy leagues, so I kind of need him to play relatively well. And I have Mark Stone another one, so I don't know what to do. There's a drop pass here for Vegas. Mark Stone over to his teammate as a shot from a sharp angle is stopped by Georgiev, and then the net is dislodged as Mark Stone crashes into the net with Hayek as well there playing defense for the Rangers. Let's see if there's a penalty as Mark Stone looking up to the Jumbotron. 7:31 to go here in the first period. I'm actually watching this game on regular cable television, as actually the pass from Shea Theodore got to Mark Stone, but it went over his stick. And Hayek actually looked like he was holding Mark Stone's stick, so I could see why Mark Stone was complaining about maybe potentially a penalty there for holding, but the ref didn't see it or just decided not to call it. Now Haig with a far shot. That one is stopped by Georgiev. And a rebound try by Stevenson just goes wide. Two very good solid shots on goal there, or at least shots attempt by Vegas, as really, I would say for the majority of this period, the Golden Knights have been the better team. They've come out strong, looking to try to make a statement right away. And Gerard Gallant, who's the former head coach of the Golden Knights, he definitely wants his team to get going here because he wants to get some revenge against his former team. Once again, the Rangers struggling to just control the puck as Vegas intercepts it at center ice and dumps it back into the Ranger zone. Rick Smith saying here, if the refs miss a bad call, players take it upon themselves for retaliation and policing, as we saw last night in the Golden Knights Devils game, which did result in a fight as a shot there by Carlson deflects out of play as we get a stoppage of play with 6:39 to go in the first period. My good friend, Danelle Weaver. What up, man? Here at work, though. What's up, my friend? Happy Friday. Thank you so much, as always, as you do, for jumping on these live watch-alongs. Really do appreciate it. Danelle, I'm assuming you're going to ask me something about the Devils. So, I'm ready when you are, my friend. Rick Smith saying there was a fight in the Pittsburgh Penguins-Sabres game. Rick, who fought in that one? Who fought? That's an interesting one. So, obviously, we've had one fight so far. So, Sky, maybe you should have bet on that one, but that might be a sign of things to come in this one. It might be a fight-filled night in the NHL. We shall see. Freddie cheering on his Rangers. He's saying, come on, Rangers. Yeah, they got to get going here. They want to have a chance to tie this one up. Jacob saying, this is our game. We came here to win, not lose. Well, I think that's how every team tries to come out on every game. But certainly the Vegas Golden Knights have come out on a mission here. They're actually off to a better start in this first period than they did last night against New Jersey. As Keandre Miller fakes the shot, gives it over to Jacob Trouba with a shot. And that one may have gotten to Donnell. And there was a little bit of a scramble in front. Not Donnell, Brosseau, excuse me, as I got Donnell on my mind here. As Carrier with a toe drag shot. That one is stopped by Georgiev. And then the Rangers are able to take it back and dump it to Capo Caco, who slightly dumps it in. As we're just a little bit over 6 minutes, a little bit under 6 minutes to go here in this first period of Vegas, still leading 1-0. And you can roast me in the comments because I said Donnell made that save, not Brosseau. But we get a stoppage of player on an offsides with 5:43 to go here in the opening frame. The Rangers still looking to try to find something here, as it was Zibanejad with a great pass in front to Kreider, who just kind of tapped it, but Brosseau just made a better save. And we will be right back after we hear another word from our sponsors. So again, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all of the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code down in the bottom right corner, THPN, when you sign up. So again, it's 1-0 Vegas here in the first period between the Golden Knights and the New York Rangers. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me here on this Friday evening to do this live watch along with me. I very much appreciate it. My name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. And we have new episodes that come out every Monday and Thursday. So make sure to like and subscribe to that one and all the podcasts here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Got some other comments here. Let's see. What do the Devils need to do to be able to win more games and stop losing? I'm going to be very honest with you, Jacob. They have to get a new voice in, and I'm talking about you need to get rid of this coaching staff. That really is the honest answer I can give. That really, right now, things are just not working. The team isn't responding well to Lindy Ruff, and changes need to be made, and they need to be made soon. Even though the Devils are only 6 points out of a playoff spot, you don't want to wait too long to make a change because you don't want the season to be slipping away, and it certainly feels that way. But I appreciate that question, Jacob. And I will get to some other comments in just a moment. As now the Golden Knights and Rangers here kind of battling along the boards, and then Lindgren with it. Lindgren took the only penalty we've had so far in the game, but the Golden Knights did not capitalize. 5 minutes to go here in this first period. Color our comments here. Donnell, Always got to talk to me about the Devils. Okay, about the Devils, they need to do something. Fire Lindy Ruff for the assistants. Don't you think so? As they keep going, as a shot there goes out of play. Good opportunity by Keandre Miller. As they keep losing every game, they're becoming joke and doormats of the NHL. Yeah, like I just said a few moments ago, Danelle, absolutely. Changes need to be made. The Devils have to do something here. The ownership has to actually give a rat's ass. And if they do, then changes will be made. But we shall see. I'm really hoping for it. Devils got back-to-back games started tomorrow. They take on Detroit, and then they are back home against Pittsburgh on Sunday. So we'll see. I'm praying to God. I'm praying to the hockey gods that something changes. But yeah, we'll see. But thank you for the comment, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, I knew Jacob was going to do this. He says, wait, no, you play for the Rangers? Wow. Yeah, I did make that mistake. As the Rangers right now try to keep it into the zone. Hayek over to with it. There's Barkley Goodrow. As now the Rangers get it back to the top of the point. Lindgren over to his defensive partner. Now over to Goodrow. Goodrow backhand pass behind the boards over to a Rangers player. Gets knocked along the boards. Now he wraps it back out to the top of the point. Rangers keeping it in the zone. Lindgren now with it. He takes a wrist shot. That one's deflected in front, and that one just goes wide. Beautiful deflection. Might have been deflected by two Rangers players, but it just goes wide at Brassard. But a good chance there. As it started with Lindgren took the good shot, and then two Rangers players both deflected it different ways. As now Zibanejad dumps it in for a streaking Chris Kreider, who's able to get there. Kreider loses the puck to Riley Smith, but then it's taken back by Zibanejad. Now over to Rangers defenseman, and now opportunity here is Capo Kakko up to the top of the point to the defenseman. Over to Kakko. Kakko, give it to Kreider. Kreider with a pass in front, and that one is broken up just before it gets to the net. Another good opportunity looking for a deflection, but again, the Golden Knights are able to sniff it out. But the Rangers keep it in the zone. Kreider now with it. Kreider tried to go backhand, then tried to go forehand, but both times it was blocked. As now the Golden Knights dump it out. 2:53 and ticking to go here in the opening period between Vegas and the Rangers as Carlson drops it off to a Vegas player, and that shot gets blocked before it reached the net. As now the Rangers have it, and they'll dump it in as it's Kevin Rooney that dumps it in. Rick Smith saying Thompson and Reese were the ones that fought. Okay, I could see that. Freddie G saying Jacob loves the thing. Can you get the hockey channels on Apple iPads? Yeah, if you just go to like Apple Podcasts and look up the Hockey Podcast Network, you can find it. Sky G saying there was a fight in the Rangers game. No, Rick's saying there was a fight in the Sabres Penguins game. There hasn't been a fight yet in this one as we approach the end of the first period. As a shot by the Rangers is blocked in front before he even got close to the net. So we have exactly 2 minutes to go here in the opening period. And I always say this, the last 2 minutes of the first and second periods are big opportunities to score a late goal, to grab that momentum going into the next period. And it's the opposite if you do give up a goal. It's Philip Hedl with a shot from a sharp angle, goes into the glove and covered by Brassard. Sky G saying, rest in peace. Jacob asking, what line do you think Jack Eichel will be on for Vegas? Probably the first line. Unless they don't want to break up the line of Mark Stone, Max Pacioretty, and Chandler Stevenson. I'd like to see Eichel on a line with Stevenson. As a shot from the faceoff circle by Lafreniere just goes wide of the net. Good opportunity. And now almost a breakaway chance there by Dadonov of Vegas was broken up. As we got 90 seconds to go here in the first period. Rangers coming the other way. Philip Hedl will dump it in, and Lafreniere tries to get there first, but Brassard plays it over to his defensive partner, and then the Vegas Golden Knights just dump it back into the zone. But I would probably say the first line, or maybe even the second line. I mean, they got scores galore there in Vegas, so it'll be really interesting to see how chemistry is built and where Eichel's really going to fit in with that team. But I think he'll fit in perfectly fine, regardless of what line he has. As we get a stop here for an offsides with 1:06 to go in the period. Rick Smith saying Sabres goalie just made the save of the year. Just wow. So big opportunity there. Shea Theodore, 4 goals, 14 assists, plus minus rating of +5 so far in the year, making his return after he did not play last night. Hockey legend 0856 saying, what's up? What's up, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining us here for this live watch along. We really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying this, if any of you are enjoying this, make sure to leave a like, also subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. So 50 seconds to go here in the first period. Vegas still with a 1-0 lead on a goal by Nick Howden. We'll see if either team here in the last bunch of seconds can get a late goal. Now the Rangers, Jacob Trouba dumps it in. 32 seconds to go here in the first period. Peter McNabb lost the puck. Can he get it back? Brady McNabb, excuse me. As Kakko takes away for the Rangers. Rangers back in their own zone. Looking to try to see if they can set something up here with 20 seconds to go. It's now Lindgren with the puck down the left side. He chips it into the zone. McNabb tried to get there first for Vegas. He does. Now Carlson behind his net. Chips it out, but a good pass in front on a takeaway by the Rangers is snuffed out before it gets there. Now Hayek with a shot. That one's deflected in front. It got to the net, but a good save by Brassard. And a rebound try is stopped and covered by Brassard. And the period comes to an exciting end as Barclay Goodrow tried a wraparound chance right at the buzzer. But Brassard made a good save. So two good chances there by Barclay Goodrow, but Brassard stops them both. And that is the end of the first period as a goal by Nick Howden is the difference after 20 minutes of play as Vegas has the 1-0 lead. Rick Smith saying, Malcolm Subban, his save was amazing. Yes, Malcolm Subban is now with the Buffalo Sabres, so that is who is in net. Hockey Legend asked me, what channel are you watching this on? I personally am watching this on MSG because I'm in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, so I get MSG. That's how I'm able to watch Devils games. So I'm watching this game on the Madison Square Garden Network. Jacob saying, our first line is the best first line in the NHL. It's certainly up there. It's certainly up there with the amount of consistency that those three guys have, especially with Stevenson really, really elevating his game. Jacob saying, I like how no one is hating on my Knights. Jacob, I would wait till later on in this game and we'll see if, and he does say so far. We'll see what happens as things progress. Freddie's saying, I think the Rangers are going to make a comeback. We'll see. They still got 40 minutes and it's only a 1-0 game, so a lot can happen between now and that. Sky G saying, I'm losing hope that a fight will happen. Here's the thing, Sky. If a fight's going to happen, it's probably going to either be if one of these teams is down big or at the end of the game. So, stay patient. You still got 2 more periods to go here for something to happen. So, let's see what happens here. Hockey Legend saying, yep, Rangers are making a comeback here in the first. They nearly were able to tie the game up, but 2 good saves by Brassard there prevented them so. Jacob saying, I think I should make my name THPN biggest fan. It's up to you, my friend. You are in control of your own account. Hockey Legend also saying, I'm going to watch the Islanders game on Sunday at UBS Arena for the first time. That is awesome, my friend. Hope you enjoy yourself. You're actually going to the game, I'm presuming? That's great. Who are they playing on Sunday, by the way? Let me know. Jacob saying, let's go. Sky G asking, how long are the breaks? Jacob is helping me out. He says 15 minutes. Actually, no, Hockey Legend's also correct. It's really honestly a ballpark between 15 and 18 minutes, depending on the situation, but it's roughly in that. So I would say between 15 and 20 minutes. That would be my answer. Sky G saying, hopefully they play more aggressive in the second. Well, if it continues to be a tight game, I think the aggressive and physical play will continue. Rick Smith saying here, when Vegas gets healthy, look out. I see them extremely hard to beat. Yeah, with the addition of Jack Eichel, they're going to be a lot tougher. It'll be interesting to see what Vegas has to do when it comes to moves. Because right now, Jack Eichel's on LTI IR, long-term injury reserve. And so obviously he's not part of the salary cap for the Golden Knights. But once he comes back, we will see what moves the Golden Knights have to make. It's funny because it's going to be one of those things where the Golden Knights are low-key going to have to become sellers just to get in a good cap situation. So we'll see. We shall see. Jacob saying, am I the only Knights fan in here? Yeah, I think so far you are. But be patient. Be patient. People will come. More and more people will come. Jacob, you gotta, if you want to share this on your social media as well with your Golden Knights friends, please do so. Hockey Legends saying Islanders versus Vegas when I go. Okay, cool. You're going to see a good matchup again, even though obviously the Islanders continue to struggle, but we'll see. He says, I'm also a Rangers fan. So okay, fair enough. So at least you get to see some New York hockey. I know how tough it is to buy tickets to any game at the Garden, whether it's the Rangers, the Knicks, or even Circus Soleil. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's nothing cheap there. My good friend Andrew has jumped on the live watch along here. He says, Hi, Neil. What is up, my friend Andrew? Hope you are doing well. Last time I saw you was when I did the Seattle Kraken Columbus Blue Jackets game last week. How is your Friday going? Thank you, as always, for jumping on with us. We really do appreciate it. And Jacob saying, Bet. Be right back. TikTok making time. Fair enough. Fair enough. Andrew saying, How are you doing? I'm doing pretty well, my friend. I got my COVID-19 booster shot back on Tuesday. Wednesday, I was really, really feeling the symptoms. Yesterday, I was feeling a lot better, and today I feel even better than before. So I'm feeling a lot better. Happy to just be able to protect myself and protect my loved ones, which makes me feel great. And that's how I feel. But I'm doing very well. Excited to be doing this game and doing this live watch along with you guys. I'm going to remove this because we're at break so you guys can see my face a lot clearer. So there we go. The Windy City Benders podcast, my boy Zach. Those guys do a great job. They cover the Chicago Blackhawks. It says, Neil, just had to stop by and say, keep killing it, man. Give this guy a like. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. I do have to say, since I took that trip to Chicago a month ago, the Blackhawks have been a lot better. It seems like I continue to be their good luck charm, which I wish I could say the same thing about the Devils, but it's not the case right now. But thank you so much for the comment. Really do appreciate it. Interesting. It's good today. Good to hear, my friend. As always, thank you so much for coming on and spending some time with us. Really do appreciate it. Hockey Legend saying, same. I got my second one. That's awesome, my friend. You get Pfizer. Well, I'm assuming it's either Pfizer or Moderna, because I think J&J is still one shot as far as I know. But glad to see you getting vaccinated, my friend. Great to hear. Windy City Bender saying, you've been our savior. Well, it's the least that I can do. I definitely enjoyed my time in Chicago and going to some Blackhawks games. Even when the team is not doing well and they weren't doing well at the time, those fans come out and they're loud, they're passionate. It's awesome. It's awesome. And I really enjoyed my time at Blackhawks games. Definitely going to be trying to go back when I get the opportunity. Now, you see here, I have a glass of wine. A lot of you in this chat already know this. Why I drink wine when I do live watch-alongs. But for those of you that don't, my family and I, we make our own wine that we've made in this country for like well over 100 years. And I drink it. I jumped on the Hockey Podcast Network back in June of 2020, and we were doing these late night talks, just having a good time. A lot of people were drinking beer, and I was drinking wine, and it became my shtick. Everybody really enjoyed it. And when I started doing these live watch-alongs, I drank wine every single one of these games that I do, and everybody seems to love it, so I do it here. This is from 2000. This is from this year. We made this one back in October, but I really enjoy it, and I enjoy drinking it while I'm watching this game with you guys. So, cheers, guys. There we go with that. A couple more comments here. Sky G saying, I don't care who wins. Honestly, I just need a fight to happen. Yes. For those of you that are just joining in, Sky has a bet on for plus 300 for a fight to happen in this game. So we shall see if she gets her wish. Slapshot Hockey News saying, hi, what is going on, Slapshot? Welcome. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate you coming on. Please leave a like if you are enjoying this. We really do appreciate it. We love everybody that comes on here. It is great. I was glad you saying, but what kind of Rangers but kind of want the Rangers to win because they are home underdogs. I don't watch hockey really though. Yeah, I think in a way they are a little bit underdogs considering the fact that they've been struggling a little bit of late, winning 2 of their last 5 games. Golden Knights have been on a tear of late. But this is another good opportunity for this Rangers team to try to show that they are contenders, not pretenders. To really show that they have this, the talent and the ability to win, and they got to do it against really, really tough opponents, especially in the Western Conference. Rick Smith saying, cheers, Neil. I'm drinking a Marlowe, my friend. Awesome. I love it that there's more than one person in here drinking some wine tonight. Let me see. Jacob, by any chance, well, I think Jacob is still doing a TikTok, but when he comes back, I may ask him. But Jacob usually likes to drink Red Bull, energy drinks, Red Bulls, and once he starts drinking it, it gets a little bit interesting with his comments. It's all in fun and games, obviously, but we'll see if he's had a couple or if he is going to have a couple by the time this night is over. I understand we got ours yesterday. It went well. Something with us, and it was painful while we're doing things and going to bed. It's so painful. Yeah, it's these vaccines. I mean, they do tell you ahead of time about the symptoms and everything, and it sucks. But it's a small price to pay to protect yourself and also your loved ones. And it's very selfless of you to do that, Andrew. So shout out to you, my friend. Hockey Legend also saying, I would like to see a fight. So we got two people in here that want to see a fight. So hopefully there is potentially a fight in this game. Andrew also joining us on the wine train, saying I'm also having red wine as we speak. What type of red wine are you having, my friend? We do appreciate the support as always. Like Sky mentioned before, I need a fight for a plus 300 bet. And then we got Jacob, who's back in the chat saying, I'm back. No TikTok, Insta post up. Appreciate it, Jacob. You are my friend. How many energy drinks, by the way, have you had tonight? Have you had any yet? Is it too early for that? Because I know you joined on a late night one that I did early, last week. But let me know, my friend. Sky G saying drinking a grape for loco. I've never had Four Loko, but that sounds very interesting. And then Freddie saying Red Bull, then it becomes Corona beer. Awesome. I like these discussions. Red Bull and Jagger. I'm assuming Jagger. I don't know what that is. And then Jacob confirming he's had +4 energy drinks so far. So we're not even. Yeah, and he said he lost count. That's fair. So definitely it's 4. What is the over-under on average, Jacob, for energy drinks that you have per day? Like, what is the over and under? So that Sky can bet on that as well. But I'll give you some time to answer that question because we are going to take another quick break and get a word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code down below when you sign up, THPN. So here's a couple more comments here. Andrew saying Jacob is only 14 years old, so yeah, probably shouldn't be drinking energy drinks at that age, but it is what it is. Jacob saying some days 5, other days 7, so 5-7 a day. That is a lot of energy drinks. That is a lot, my friend. I think, to be honest, I lost count after 4. So, and then Andrew, who always is looking out for his buddy Jacob, saying, "What, Jacob? Easy on it." He also says his red wine is called Emperor. I don't know. Let me look that up because I'm kind of curious now. Emperor Red Wine. I hope I spelled it right. Let me look this up. Peng, is it Peng Wine Emperor 2? 750 milliliters. Oh, it's cool. Very cool. Cool bottle. Very, very stylish. Very unique. It's like it's a Cuban wine, actually. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, cool. Hope you were enjoying that, my friend. And we do appreciate you jumping on the wine train. King Legend saying, yes, you're only 14. Chill, slow down. See, even here on the Hockey Podcast Network, we care about our subscribers. We care about our commenters. We're looking out for everybody here. But yeah, Jacob, why don't you shift over to wine? It'll make you feel better. As my grandfather would say, have a glass of wine, you'll feel better. Yeah, we're still here in the first intermission between the Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Rangers. Brett Howden, the former New York Ranger, has the only goal of the game as he knocked it in on a backhand on a rebound. And that's all we have right now. And I was told when I checked my phone during our last break that the boos were coming down pretty hard because Howden, like I said, is a former New York Ranger. And for him to score against this former team, I'm sure that's a big goal for him. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that do not know, this game is very special for the Rangers because it's their Garden of Dreams night, which again, Garden of Dreams Foundation helps underprivileged kids and kids who are just struggling in life to help them and give them moments to, be with, professional athletes and do really cool activities, like seeing the Rockettes, for an example. And it's just a great charity all around to help kids all the time. And I absolutely love it myself. I mean, I've seen a lot of things that they do. It's absolutely wonderful. And it's a big night because it's just honoring a lot of, underprivileged kids and, for at least one night, showing that they really matter in the world. And they do matter in the world. And I think that that's what's really great about it. And I absolutely am all for it. So shout out to the Rangers, shout out to MSG, and shout out to the Garden of Dreams Foundation. Freddie, I like this one. Got hot chocolate right beside me. I came up with the idea of putting ultra into the hot chocolate. Don't worry, try it. And I made a mistake. Yikes! That's it's an interesting combination as well. But at least you're getting into the holidays. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, exactly 1 week from now, it'll be Christmas Eve. Isn't that nuts? To me, that's nuts because it's crazy how quickly this year in general has gone. Especially, I think with COVID and being used to being in the house for so many days that, I just get used to the fact that days just go by very quickly. So it's crazy how we're a week away from Christmas Eve and tomorrow will be a week away from Christmas. And let me know, by the way, guys, because we're talking about Christmas here, let me know in the comments how you guys are celebrating, what you guys are doing. Would really love to hear about it. Would really love to know. And I do appreciate the comments. And let's get a little festive here as we're about a week away from Christmas. How are you guys celebrating the holidays? Who are you seeing? What are you doing? Let me know. Would really love to hear it. Jacob obviously cannot have wine. He is underage. Understand that, man. But the alternative that you're using is not great. Maybe some water every now and then will help as well. Andrew saying, Jacob, just have a soft drink. Yeah, soda's not bad. It's not great either, but here's what it is. And then Jacob saying, ew, pop. You're the first person I know that says pop, to refer to as soda pop. So that's interesting. Jacob also saying he's getting NHL 22 for Xmas. That is awesome, my friend. I haven't played like NHL. I haven't played video games in general in like over a year because I've just been way more busier with work. But, I hope it's well. I hope EA Sports doesn't screw it up like they've been screwing up Madden for so long. The Andrew saying, yeah, pop, Jacob, it's more refreshing. Yeah, some are definitely that. Jacob saying he is also going to be watching the Lakers against the Nets on Christmas. The potential that Kyrie Irving's first game this season with the Nets could be that one since the Nets right now are on a 5-game homestand, and then their next road game will be in LA against the Lakers. So we shall see. We shall see. Rick Smith saying, yes, weird year, very quiet, 100%. It's been another interesting year. Hockey Legend also saying getting NHL 22 for Christmas. He says, I have every NHL game from 15 to 21. Yeah, let's not talk about NHL 15. That was a really crappy one. NHL 22, as Freddie says, is the best best. The graphics in it are great, especially I've heard on the PS5. I'm glad the graphics are great. Now, hopefully, they can start working more on the gameplay to make it better. Andrew saying he's having a big crowd coming over for Christmas dinner. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. As, ladies and gentlemen, the second period of our game is underway here between the Rangers and the Golden Knights. Brett Howden with the only goal so far of this one for Vegas, the former New York Ranger, who got some nice pleasantries from the Rangers crowd after that. As a shot there by Zibanejad, and he scores! It's Mika Zibanejad with a beautiful wrist shot, 17 seconds into the period. And the Rangers, with a statement, have tied the game up at 1. What a shot there by Zibanejad. And I said it before, Zibanejad had a breakaway back in the first period, didn't score. He's had a lot of success in his career against the Golden Knights, and he just took a wrist shot, and it may have just beat Brosseau's stick side. Let's see it again if they show a replay. As again, it was kind of tough to tell there, but a big-time goal from Mika Zibanejad, who I still don't know why is not the captain of this team, but he scores 17 seconds into the period, and the Rangers have tied it up here. So that is the second period starting with some fireworks, as that was a beautiful wrist shot using the defenseman as a screen and firing it into the back of the net. Hockey Legend saying, Grandma got him NHL 22. That's great. Great to hear that. Rick Smith saying, looking forward to World Juniors on Boxing Day. That is my Stanley Cup. Absolutely. The World Junior Championships will be coming up next week. We are going to be covering that here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We'll be doing live watch-alongs. I've already got scheduled to do several of them. Some USA games, some Canada games as well, and potentially even the gold medal and semifinal games. So we shall see what happens. I'm looking forward to doing that as well when we get to it. So make sure to like and subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network YouTube channel for that one. Mika Zibanejad's goal, 17 seconds in, his 7th of the year, as Kreider and I believe Keandre Miller both get assists on that goal. Andrew giving me an update. It's 1-0 Penguins as they start the second period against the Buffalo Sabres. Thank you, Andrew. Rick Smith saying 1-1. I guess it's 1-1 also in the other game, but it's 1-1 here. His most recent goal is Lafreniere takes a shot. That one gets blocked before it even got close to the net. Freddie pumped up here saying, let's go Rangers. As Jacob's been a little bit quiet here. He hasn't said anything. It's now an opportunity for the Rangers, and that shot by Lafreniere is stopped point blank by Brosseau as the Rangers are coming on here. As a shot from a sharp angle by Gauthier is stopped by Brosseau, and then it's dumped back into the Rangers zone. Will it be an icing? No, it will not. Rangers have it behind their net. So they now look to once again try to set it up in the O zone as they look to try to get their first lead of the night, as they just recently tied it 17 seconds into this period on a goal by Mika Zibanejad. Now the Golden Knights having to take a shot from a point, and that one deflects out of play. And we'll get a stoppage here. 17:26 to go in the first period. Again, Zibanejad's goal was his 7th of the season. Hockey Legend saying, last week I drew a picture of Mika getting hit by a book. Informed that Mika has scored 2 goals, 1 assist in the last 2 games. So there you go. He must have heard about it, and he's using it as motivation as he had a nice goal there to score. Jacob is not happy with the fact that there are, as he puts it, too many Rangers fans in here. Slapshot News blowing up my chat. HG, then a couple other H's right here. Not sure exactly what we're going for here, but appreciate the comments as always. Now Rangers try to get out of their zone, and now Vegas comes the other way here. 3 minutes into the period, Mark Stone over to Stevenson. Stevenson being pinned along the boards by Lindgren, as now Theodore looked to try to make a pass in front to Stevenson, but it was broken up. Vegas keeps it in the zone. As now Theodore with a shot from the point, and that one is deflected wide of the net, but Vegas is still able to control it for just a second, and now the Rangers will dump it off the boards and out. Now the puck goes back into the zone, and we will get an icing here, so the faceoff will be back in the Vegas zone. Hockey Legend saying, let's go Rangers. Also asking, when was the last time you got hyped? Uh, hyped? It's been a while. Considering that I cover the New Jersey Devils and I'm a Devils fan, we haven't been hyped of late, but it has been a while, Slapshot. But pretty hyped about this game so far. It's been a little bit back and forth. Both teams have gotten themselves a good goal, and it's a 1-1 game against two very, very talented teams. Jacob asking, where are my Knight fans at? Shake my head. Yeah, sorry, Jacob. So far, you are the only one in this one. But you gotta start. Go on Twitter and start hitting up your Golden Knights friends and tell them to jump on here with us. Slapshot Hockey News saying, Knights go Knights. So there you go. Well, actually, I think Jacob. I think we might have another Golden Knights fan in the chat here. So I think you're not the only one anymore. An opportunity for the Golden Knights is broken up and the Rangers come the other way. So dump it in back into the zone. Kevin Rooney does. About 4 minutes into this period, 1-1 is our score on the most recent goal by Mika Zibanejad, which came just 17 seconds into this period. It was literally like the first shot of the period. Hockey Legend saying Rangers, he said ho, but he meant to say go. There's a shot there by the Golden Knights, stopped and covered by Georgiev. Another opportunity for William Karlsson, who's had himself a pretty solid night. For the most part, he's had a couple really good opportunities. As this most recent one, he came down the left side and took a really nice wrist shot, but just a good left leg pad save by Georgiev. Jacob is asking Andrew to join him on and become a Knights fan. Then he says, yay, more Knights fan. And then Andrew's saying he is a Knights fan. So we got 3 people, at least at the moment, that are cheering for the Golden Knights. Or now we got only 2, according to Hockey Legend. I thought we had 3. Because if Slapshot is saying go Knights go, then we got 3. Because we got Andrew, we got Jacob, and then we got Slapshot. Jacob is not happy, as he says, put Robin Lehner in net right now. Well, I mean, Jacob, it's only 1-1. It's not like that Brosseau has played bad. As a matter of fact, he's actually been pretty well in this game. And he's 5-2 so far in the season. I don't really know why you're upset. Also, this is second of a back-to-back. It makes sense that Brosseau is playing this game. Would you have rather him played against the Devils last night and lose, potentially? I'm just asking. So, so far he's been playing well. Now, if they end up losing like 5-1 or 6-1, then okay, I can understand it. But right, he's playing well. But an opportunity here for Kreider. He comes in, backhand try, and it puck jumped over his stick. He had an opportunity and he couldn't cash in. That was just a missed opportunity, as it looks like we get an offsides here against the Rangers. But Kreider came down the left side with nobody on a defense, and I don't know what happened there. He got the puck and hit off a Golden Knight skate, and he went to his backhand, and he just overskated the puck. It's Kreider, who was off to a hot start, has kind of cooled down of late, and that's just another example, as if that was early in the year, he probably scores. Hockey Legend saying, no, I mean 3. All right, fair enough. Andrew saying, fight is on? Wait, what fight? I don't see a fight in this game. Or are you just saying the fight is on? Hockey Legend saying, I got my Christmas tree today. That is awesome. Speaking of which, let me turn on mine. I'm working on it. Stand by. There we go. And we got that up. I'll show you guys during the intermission my Christmas tree so you guys can see it. But that's awesome, Hockey Legend. Glad you got your Christmas tree. Jacob saying he does not care. He says, it's 1-1, but it's our backup goalie in net. Well, I mean, sometimes the backup goalie got to get a little bit of love here, Jacob. Come on, man. You got to, cheer it on. He's only 5-2. He's playing well. That's better than a lot of backup goaltenders in the NHL nowadays. So be happy you got a half-decent backup goaltender. Rangers had it in the zone, and then the Vegas Golden Knights dump it back in. Is it an icing? It is. So we'll get a face-off back in the Golden Knights zone with 13:34 remaining in the second period. 1-1 is our score. Freddie asks, is anyone here a fan of the new Seattle Kraken? I feel like they're kind of a bad team. They have been struggling, but that is to be expected of a normal expansion team. But no, I'm sure that there's a bunch of fans out there, a bunch of fans of this team. Rangers players' parents is in the game. That's pretty cool, Andrew. That's pretty cool. Rangers game, fair enough. Buffalo game, actually, Andrew meant to say. There was another fight. That's 2 fights now. Rangers Buffalo game. So Sky You probably should have bet on about a fight during the Penguins Sabres game, because now they've had two so far here. And it's not even halfway through the second period. Fitzgerald versus Lafferty fight in the pit game. As now Jacob Trouba with a shot, and that was a good chest save by Brassard. As the Rangers have certainly been the better team and the more aggressive team so far through the first 7 minutes of the second period. And so far they've been rewarded with a goal by Zibanejad, which has tied the game up at 1-1, which is still our score. And then Hockey Legend saying, okay, so it's 1-1. If Leonard plays, he will die soon if he plays ever. I mean, I don't know if he'll die. I mean, he might get tired, but you got to give your backup goaltender an opportunity. As now Stevenson comes in, and he had a chance to create a partial breakaway, but a good chance there to pass in front to Mark Stone. Goes wide the net as Stone is just shaking his head. He is frustrated. That was a great chance, but he could not cash in. So we get a stoppage of play with 12:36 to go in this second period. Mika Zibanejad with the only goal of this period, as the game is tied at 1. As we'll get another quick commercial break here and get a word from our sponsors. And as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see down in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. We greatly appreciate it. So again, 1-1 is our score here between the New York Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Brett Howden, the former New York Ranger, scoring the first goal of the game back in the first for Vegas. And Mika Zibanejad, just 17 seconds in to this second period, has tied the game up at 1. Again, my name is Neil Villapiano. I am the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast right here on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Devil's State of Mind podcast, as we post new episodes every Monday and Thursday. And also subscribe to all the podcasts here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We have new podcasts that come out every day. We have podcasts for every team in the NHL and other great hockey content podcasts as well. Got some other comments here as I'm trying to just keep up. Andrew saying only one game. He does agree with Jacob about playing Robin Leonard. But again, it's the second of a back-to-back. And then you have a day off tomorrow. And then you play the Islanders on Sunday. So that's 3 games in 4 nights. You got to give your backup goaltender a chance to play. And Vegas is good enough where they could still win even with their backup goaltender. That is my opinion on it. Freddie's saying, where is Lafreniere on the Rangers? He always gets goals. Lafreniere is playing, as far as I know. I did see him earlier, but he's had somewhat of a quiet night so far, but we'll see. Hockey Legend saying, you're lucky to have good backups, just don't be that mad. He's talking to Jacob. Yeah, exactly. Not a lot of teams are fortunate to have a decent backup. So, Andrew saying, let's go Knights. Sky G is back saying, just one fight, come on. She's also saying, this is going to be the game with no fights. Well, again, we're not even halfway through this game, so we'll see. All they need is to just have one. Andrew also telling me it's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Hockey Legend saying, that's Alexis Lafreniere. He's number 13. Sky G also saying, I'm broke as a joke if there's no fight. Well, we still got a lot of time, Sky. So I'm pulling for you that there is a fight so you can make a little bit of money. I hope you used our promo code THPN when you did that. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. As this puck goes all the way back down the Rangers zone. Hayek now with it for the Rangers. He lost it for a second, but then he's able to get it back and dump it back into the Vegas zone. Hockey Legend saying black screen. Oh no, there's a black screen on your on your screen. Uh-oh. Oh, my screen is black. How is my screen black? You guys can't... Andrew telling me it's McGinn, by the way, that scored. Hockey Legend saying, your screen is black. Jacob and then saying, it's just you, my end, saying my screen is fine. There's a pass in front by the Rangers. Is stopped by Brasseur. It's a great opportunity there for the Rangers to take the lead, but a good save by Brasseur. But can any of you guys also confirm, as it looks like we may have a penalty here against Vegas? I want to say it might be Zach Whitecloud. Let me go to the box. But can you guys let me go? Let me know if you guys can see me. Jacob says he can see me. So, Hockey Legend, it might be your screen. It might be better to just refresh and try again. But Zibanejad made a pass from a sharp angle to Capo Caco. The pass actually got to Brasseur. He made the save. It went then to Capo Caco, and he took a good shot, but it was stopped. It looks like it's Roy, number 10 for Vegas, that's going to the box. So the Rangers, with 11:06 to go in the period, will have their first crack at the man advantage. As now they'll have an opportunity to see if they can take the lead. Nicholas Roy, with the penalty, gets a 2-minute penalty for slashing, as it comes with about 9 minutes into this second period. Andrew also saying that he can see me. So there we go. So yeah, Hockey Legend, just try to refresh your screen. Oh, and then he's saying that chat was from a long time ago. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that that's all that fixed. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know there. As now the Rangers have the puck in the zone. Fox try to make a pass in front of the slot. The Capo Caco is broken up, but the Rangers keep it in. Strome, top of the point to Fox. Over to Zibanejad. Zibanejad takes a wrist shot. That one goes into the glove of Brasseur, and he'll stop play with 10:18 to go in the second period. 1:12 to go on the slashing penalty to Nicholas Roy. Freddie G saying, I spent all my money on a hockey stick on my first day on the ice. It snaps when I do a slap shot. Yeah, man, hockey sticks, it's tough because sometimes they just give out from you after just one shot. PK Subban will definitely tell you that. He breaks a lot of sticks on whiffing on slap shots. But as long as you just try to do your research and go from there, that's important. The Rangers actually have the 6th best power play in the NHL, 25%, while the Golden Knights have the 23rd worst penalty kills. So, again, both teams' power play is very good, but their penalty kill, at least the Rangers' penalty kill has been really, really good. The Golden Knights, not so much. As Fox over to Zibanejad, and he tried to make a pass in front to Kreider. That one was broken up by Vegas. Now Pietrangelo had it for a second. Capo over to Fox. Fox holds it, gives it over to Strome. Strome over to Zibanejad. He makes a pass in front of the great deflection and a goal! And it's Chris Kreider on a beautiful pass from Zibanejad, as he fires it right over to Chris Kreider, who was all alone on the left side, and just a nice tap in. And Chris Kreider on the power play with 9:35 to go in the period has given the Rangers the 2-1 lead. So that was a great feed. Fox gave it over to Strome, over to Zibanejad, and then right to Kreider. Beautiful tic-tac-toe play, baby, on the power play. And the Rangers power play, which is top 10 in the league, shows why there. Just the pass from Zibanejad went through the legs of both Riley Smith and Alex Pietrangelo, and he just made a great play all around. Hockey Legend saying, bra, R.I.P. Porter Bands, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. He says he's actually at the game right now. Well, you got to be pretty pumped up, as actually there's another penalty against Vegas. It came right as the Rangers scored. It's against Pietrangelo. So not only did the Rangers score and take the lead, but now they go right back to the power play. Andrew saying Vegas is my favorite tonight. Well, right now they're struggling here as they're down 2-1. Hockey Legend is pumped. Andrew doesn't like that. Rick Smith saying, wow, Rangers. Freddie is pumped up. Sky just wants that one damn fight. Well, we still got a chance, Sky. We'll see. We're hoping for a fight. Let's see. Hockey Legend saying great passes there. Absolutely. Just great tic-tac-toe passing there from the Rangers to get that goal. And now we'll see if they can get another one. Here's their 1-for-1 on the power play. As Trouba with a shot, and that one got to Brasseur, but he makes the save. DJ Freddie, he's like, wow. as that puck deflect out of play with 8:53 to go in the second, 1:18 to go on the penalty to Alex Pietrangelo. Chris Kreider's power play goal, 11 power play goals this season for Chris Kreider. That's second in the NHL. It ties his career high. He has been phenomenal this year. Andrew asking, any plans for tomorrow? Well, as I said before, I was planning on doing the Florida Panthers Minnesota Wild game for a live watch along, but that game got postponed due to COVID-19. But I'm actually going to be baking some Christmas brownies, and then I'm going to a friend's family Christmas party. So that's my plans. It's Capo Caco with a shot from the slot, but that one got broken up before it reached the net. But yeah, Andrew, those are going to be my plans tomorrow. Very, very exciting. What are your guys' plans for the weekend? Let me know in the comments as well. Would love to know it. As now Adam Fox over to Zibanejad. Zibanejad with a wrist shot, and that one goes into the chest of Brassard, and he'll cover it with 40 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. 8:15 to go here in the second period. And then Hockey Legend saying, where my Rangers fan at? And then we got one. Ben saying, yeah. He says, me. Hockey Legend, what's up, Ben? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us here for this watch along. We appreciate it. Andrew saying, just tired and sleepy just now. Well, Andrew, if you gotta go to sleep early night, get some rest and recover, man, please do so. We definitely understand that, but we really do appreciate you being on this live watch along with us, man. You are awesome. Freddie say, I thought the Rangers were done, but now they're winning. Let's go Rangers. Yes, they are winning at the moment. Zibanejad over to Fox. Toe drags, comes into the slot, drops off to Strome. Strome with a shot, and he hit the post. He beat Brassard, but he hit the post. Oh, Ryan Strome with an opportunity to score a second power play goal and double the lead, but he hit the post, and that is a big break for the Golden Knights. Now the Rangers come back into the offensive zone, but Whitecloud takes it away and dumps it back in to the Rangers zone, and that's going to do it for the power play. So the Rangers are now 1 for 2 on the man advantage, but nearly were able to go 2 for 2 as Strome hit the post. That's frustrating there, but the Rangers have the 2-1 lead right now on the most recent goal on the first power play by Chris Kreider. Hockey Legend saying, I think it's going to be 5-3. Well, we'll see what happens about that. Ben saying, I'm doing great. I'm doing very well, man. Excited to have you come on and hang out with us. We really do appreciate it. We got a good one here between the Rangers and the Golden Knights. Golden Knights scored the only goal of the first on a goal by Howden. And then Mika Zibanejad and Chris Kreider are the 2 goal scorers for the Rangers here in the second. And they lead it 2-1 as a shot there by Haig is stopped and covered by Georgiev with 6:58 to go. Here in the second period, the Rangers have just taken the lead 2-1 on a power play goal by Chris Kreider. We'll get another quick stoppage of play here and get another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. So it's 2-1 Rangers here as 2 goals, and you had Mika Zibanejad 17 seconds in, which tied the game, and then the Rangers just a few moments ago scored on their first power play tonight on a goal by Chris Kreider, which is why the Rangers now lead it 2-1. Hockey Legend saying before, that was so close. Yeah, that shot by Strome, it should have gone in, but he hit the post. Andrew telling me, just chilling with my parents and next door for the weekend and watching hockey football as he had a curling party after our practice. That is awesome, man. Glad to see you enjoying some sports and also some family time. That's great. And glad to see it, my friend. Glad to see it. Hockey Legend saying he's eating popcorn. What type? Are you eating with butter or without butter? What caramel popcorn? What type of popcorn are you eating, my friend? And Jacob continued to complain about his backup goaltender, Brassard, saying, I'm telling you, it's our backup goalie is the reason we are losing tonight. No, the reason you're losing is that your defense is not helping Brassard that much. Yeah, you can make the argument he should have stopped the goal by Zibanejad, but that last one, the puck went through two defenders, and there was no way that Brassard could get over there in time to stop Kreider. Also, Leonard gave up 3 goals, and they still won. So, there's a lot of hockey left to play here. Hockey Legend telling Jacob that he needs to chill. Don't blame your goalie. Yeah, like I said, he's only given up 2 so far. Hasn't given up a whole lot. It's a 1-goal game, 28 minutes left to play. Absolutely, Hockey Legend, you're nailing right on the head. Jacob, order pizza and be calm. Not overhype. I like that. I like how he told him to specifically go get pizza and calm down. Love it. Now the Golden Knights come back the other way. And a backhand try by Pietrangelo is stopped by Georgiev. And now the Rangers look to come the other way. And then again, Scott's saying, hopefully things start to get tense and these guys fight. Well, if this game continues to stay this close, especially as we get towards the end of this one, I think that there might be one. But now a chance here for Dadonov as he looks to try to get some space, but good defense there by Hayek. Denies him of an opportunity. Good defense there by Hayek. Jacob saying, I need more Red Bulls, not pizza. No, you don't. You need pizza. You need some food. Need some food, man. Needs to get some food now. Hockey Legend saying, where am I Rangers fan to get another roll call here? Andrew telling me now it's 2-1 between Pittsburgh and Buffalo as the Sabres just scored. And a shot from a sharp angle by the Rangers hits the side of the net. It was a wide open net there. And number 14 of the Rangers could not cash in. Another great opportunity for the Rangers. And a shot by Vegas, and that one goes wide and goes actually out of play as Roy took that shot. And we'll get another stoppage of play with 5:17 to go here in the second. Rangers lead it 2-1. Hockey Legend saying, no butter, it's just plain. Hey, man, plain popcorn is also good. Especially, it might depend on the brand. Hockey Legend, what brand are you using? I'd like to know. No, don't worry, you won't get copyrighted. You won't, right? Jacob saying, I have no money for pizza. You can ask your parents, no? Can they help you out? It's still early. It's only 8:30. And then Hockey Legend saying, then work. Fair enough. Ricardo Sopin coming in saying, man, that's bad. Well, what exactly is bad? Are you a Golden Knights fan? Are you a Rangers fan? What are you talking about? But thank you so much for coming on, man, and saying hi to us. We really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying this, man, make sure to leave a like, a comment, also subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Then he says, it's called Pop Secret. I've never heard of that one. Never heard of one. At a scale of 1 to 10, Hockey Legend, what would you rate it? Jacob saying, they ain't home yet. All right, well, give it some time. Or look in your pantry or something. If you got to step away for a minute to get some food, we understand. Ricardo saying, Rangers? All right, well, we got another Rangers fan in the house. You must be happy, my friend, with the Rangers up 2-1. Goals by Zibanejad and Kreider are the difference here in this second period. As they're showing one nice female in the Rangers crowd that is wearing nothing but a Santa suit. That is impressive. It is the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. We are exactly a week away from Christmas Eve. It is unbelievable that Christmas is here. It's unbelievable. Hockey Legend saying Pop Secret popcorn is 8 out of 10. Nice, man. Nice. Andrew saying, Neil, ban Jacob. It's time to go. I'm not going to ban him unless he starts saying some really, really insulting stuff. He's just speaking about the frustration of his team. But Jacob definitely needs to calm down a little bit. It's only 2-1. A lot of time left to go in this one. Ben, Rangers over the Golden Knights. That's his preference in this one. So a lot more Rangers fans than Golden Knights fans as Mark Stone with a turnover. And it takes a shot by Pacioretty. That one just goes wide of the net. Good opportunity there off a turnover, but the Golden Knights couldn't cash in. And then Jacob saying, don't ban me. Jacob, I'm not going to ban you. Relax. Relax. Unless you start being like a really big asshole and start saying some really offensive stuff in the chat, I'm not going to ban you. As a shot by the Rangers, almost got to the net, but it got blocked. Now Vegas dumps it back into the Rangers zone with 4:40 to go here in this second period. Rangers still leading it 2-1. Ricardo saying, hope they score soon. Let's see if they can get another one here. They almost scored before on their second power play as Ryan Strome hit the post. Did not cash in, but so far they've been the better team in this period. As a pass in front of the Rangers is broken up, Adam Fox now takes it, falls down for a second but regains the puck, drops it up to Strome. Strome now with it. Back over to Adam Fox. Fox at the top of the point gives over to Strome, and a one-time shot. That one is stopped by the glove of Brassard, but he couldn't keep it. But he couldn't hold on to it. And then the Rangers are able to keep it in. Fox now with it. Wraps around the boards to a wide open Zibanejad. Zibanejad over to Chytil, but he dropped, and Chytil couldn't control it enough there. It's actually, that might have been Strome that had that puck. Ben saying that's a fact, Rangers over there. But now a breakaway opportunity here for Carrier, and the great defense there by a Rangers player was able to knock that puck off. Tremendous defense there. And actually, that was Alexis Lafreniere. As a shot there by the Golden Knights is stopped by Georgiev with the shoulder. But great defense there by Alexis Lafreniere to stop that breakaway opportunity for Carrier. Now the Rangers come the other way at center ice. They dump it back into the Golden Knights zone with 3:17 to go here in this second period. Hockey Legends saying, Ben, we need a Rangers type right now. Saying, let's go Rangers. Rangers forever. Rangers saying, hey guys, what is up, my friend? Welcome to this live watch along. Thank you so much. Please leave a like. We really appreciate it, my friend. But thank you for joining us here. You are awesome. He's saying, let's go Rangers. Rangers have the puck still in the offensive zone. Hockey Legends say, wow, great D. Absolutely tremendous defense a few moments ago by Lafreniere. Yes. Hi, Rangers fan. Can we get a Rangers hype? Andrew saying hi. I love that you guys are just so nice to one another in the chat, and you guys are saying hi to everybody that jumps in and out. You guys really are the best. You guys are phenomenal, and we really do appreciate it here at the Hockey Podcast Network. As now a shot there by Gauthier is stopped and into the belly of Brussels. We get a stop here with 2:25 to go here in the second. Rangers still lead it 2-1. Rangers forever saying, just subscribe. Thank you so much, boss. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Since you are a Rangers fan, make sure you go subscribe to the Broadway Boys podcast here on the Hockey Podcast Network. That covers the New York Rangers. Those guys are great. They're super passionate about the team, just like you. I'm sure you are as well. But please go subscribe to them and go subscribe to all the podcasts here on the Hockey Podcast Network while you're at it, including mine. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast. I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I cover the New Jersey Devils, and it's been tough there. As a backhand try on a partial breakaway by the Golden Knights is snuffed out by Georgiev. Andrew saying, what a game so far. Oh, hell yeah. It's been an exciting game. Back and forth. Really love to see it as we're approaching the final 2 minutes of the period. As a pass there in front by the Rangers is broken up. Now we're into the final 2 minutes here of this period. I've told you guys before, if either team can get a goal here at the end of this period, it gives them so much momentum going into the final 20 minutes. And conversely, you don't want to give up a goal late in the period and give that momentum to your opponents here. So we'll see what happens. Hockey Legends saying, let's go Rangers. Sky G saying, still no fights. All right. You still got a minute 30 to go in the second, and you got the whole third period. So let's see what happens here. Ben just making my day by saying Devils suck. Well, you're kind of not wrong about that. It sucks being a fan and not being able to defend myself in a way, but right now they've been sucking. Hockey Legends say, don't worry, Scott. I think at the end. Yeah, I think that there's possibilities. There is possibilities. There's a shot there by Stevenson. Just goes wide in net, but the Golden Knights keep it in. Theodore. Over to, I think that's Carlson or Dadno. No, it's Pacioretty, excuse me. Now Golden Knights keep it in. Pacioretty with a sharp angle try. That one hits the side of the net. Last 50 seconds to go here in this second period. As the Golden Knights are looking to try to tie this one up before the end of the period. Stone, top of the point to Pacioretty, and that one is intercepted. And now Kreider looking to try to create a 2-on-1, but the pass is too much, and the Golden Knights are able to regain it. Theodore, drop pass over to Stevenson. And Stone tried to feed it over to Stone, but it was broken up as Jonathan Marchessault, first time I've heard his name tonight, he's had a very quiet night. Now Theodore gives it to Marchessault, who dumps it back in. 18 seconds to go here in the second period. Rangers being pinned along the boards behind their own net, to the left of their own net. Lindgren over to Trouba, and now it's taken away by Karlsson. 7 seconds to go here as a wrist shot from the point, and that one's deflected high of the net. Good opportunity there, but couldn't get it. 2 seconds at one, and that is going to do it for the second period of play. So the Rangers, who were down 1-0 after one period of play, scored 17 seconds into the period on a goal by Mika Zibanejad, and then many minutes later on the first power play of the night for the Rangers, it was Chris Kreider who scored, and as a result, it is now 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes of play. And we got some more comments here. Andrew promoting some other podcasts from Negri. He says, go subscribe to the Soda Pot. Absolutely. Isha, my boy, and House of Hoppy, they cover the Minnesota Wild. So make sure you go subscribe to them. Rangers Forever saying, I'm actually on my fake account. That's actually pretty impressive. But thank you so much for subscribing, man. We really do appreciate it. And then Freddie saying, I'm Rangers Forever Rangers. Oh, so you got both of your accounts on here. Are you subscribing on both of them? Well, thank you, man. We appreciate it. So now, and Hockey Legends blown away. Like, what? Jacob is saying, someone at me if Vegas gets a goal. There you go. Andrew asking, how's your wine coming? Pretty good. I'm about a little more than halfway through it, but I'm enjoying it. Thank you. Thank you. How's your wine, by the way? Because I know you're drinking some as well. How's your Emperor wine? Hockey Legend saying, good period for Rangers. Yeah, absolutely. Not only did they tie the game, but they got the lead. They got some good momentum. They had a really, really good second period, and now it's about buckling down and really having a good third period here if they want to get a big victory on home ice. Ben saying sorry for the language. No, it's all right, man. Don't worry about it. Suck is not really a bad word to me, at least. But I'm biased to the Rangers. No, I understand that. You guys got to be loyal to your team. Got to be loyal to your team. I totally get that, man. And yeah, I mean the Devils have been sucking of late, so I mean I can't really defend that. So I understand, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and your excitement. I was trying to figure out the right word there. Ricardo saying, hooray. Ricardo is liking what he's seen so far after 40 minutes of play. Sky G still looking for that one fight. So you got 20 minutes. So we'll see what happens after this. It's good. Good to hear, Andrew. Good to hear. Rangers, let's go. Last period. Absolutely. I'm going to step away for a moment. I'm going to show a quick commercial break, and then you'll probably see a blank screen for just a few moments. But I'm going to be right back as we'll get another word from our sponsors. And I am back. I am back. Sorry about that. Had to step out for a quick moment. Let me just get myself situated again. There we go. As always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see down below in the comment when you sign up, THPN. So it is 2-1 Rangers after 40 minutes of play. So we shall see what is to come in what should be an exciting third period. So there's a lot of comments since I stepped away. So let's see. Andrew asking, what did you have for dinner tonight? It's a good question. Well, I haven't had dinner yet because obviously I had to jump on here and everything like that. But I am having chicken cutlets with arugula, avocado, some lemon juice, and also some hot pepper. It's one of my favorite dishes to have, and I absolutely love it. So that's what I'm having for dinner. Hockey Legend saying, let's go Rangers. Don't be horrible. Saying, Neil, I'm back. I've been sick for the last 2 days. I feel horrible, but I'm ready for the rest of the game. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Hopefully it's nothing too major, but I'm glad that you have the energy to come and hang out with us, man. We really do appreciate it. We all wish nothing but the best for you, and you get better ASAP. Ben telling Sky, if there were a fight, it would be Reed versus Carrier. I still think there's possibility. Andrew saying, still I'll have a top up. Okay. Freddie says he's excited for the last period. I am as well. It should be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be just as intense. And who knows, Sky? Maybe we will see a fight. I like how you guys are also continuing to talk in the comments with one another. It's great. Don't be always saying leaning slightly towards wanting the Rangers, but I'm not a huge fan of either team. I mean, neither am I, so I'm there. Ben, obviously, we know what he's all about, saying New York Rangers. Don't be horrible. I just want the Canucks to win every game. Yes. And I love the fact, guys, that there are so many different fans of different teams that come in these live watch-alongs as well. Even if you're not a fan of either one of these teams, like I am, I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. I really enjoy that that you guys have this. Oh, geez, here we go. Don't be horrible. It's going to roast me in a second. But this comment, here we go. Yum sounds good, Neil. Yeah, I just had a little bit because when I stepped out. It's really good. I love that dish. It's absolutely phenomenal. No be wrong. Neil has never had poutine. He needs some poutine. Yes, I will make poutine in my house, and then when I go to Canada, I will have some as well. Don't be horrible. I promise. Don't be horrible saying, Neil, I'm locked in my house because I don't want to be bad and get anyone else sick. No, man, I totally get that. And that's very selfless of you to do so. Very, very selfless of you to do so. I give you a lot of credit for doing that, man. And again, we do hope that you feel better ASAP. Hockey Legend, what's everyone's favorite teams? Well, for me, again, because I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast, which covers the New Jersey Devils, I am a huge New Jersey Devils fan. So that's answering your question, Hockey Legend. But everyone else can answer that as well. Carlos say there was a fight. There is a fight in every game. I mean, I don't know about some of the other games. I know there's been 2 fights in the Sabres-Penguins game, which is hilarious. And I did hear that actually one of the rookies, Fitzgerald, who was actually I didn't know that. They didn't process. So Tom Fitzgerald, who's the general manager of the New Jersey Devils, his son is actually playing with the Buffalo Sabres, and he's making his NHL debut, and he was in a fight in tonight's game. So I think that's hilarious. I think that's actually really cool. So there you go. That's actually pretty funny. Andrew is a huge, hardcore Leafs fan. So there we go. We got a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. We got a Devils fan in here. We got a couple Rangers fans, Golden Knights fans. Sky G saying, once again, I need everyone to root for a fight in the Rangers game so I can win this bet. Yes, we are all hoping that we see a fight so Sky G can make some money, and she's not, as she put it, broke as a boat. So there you go. We got that. But there's one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that came up today. It has nothing to do with either one of these teams, but it's very, very interesting. So earlier today, we got word that Paul Maurice, the now former head coach of the Winnipeg Jets, decided to resign. Surprisingly, I know the Winnipeg Jets are still relatively in a playoff spot, and they're not playing horribly, but Paul Maurice, when he spoke to the media earlier today, he said he just felt like the team needed a new voice. And then he said this is a really good team when he was talking about the Jets, and they just need a different voice in there. He also said that it's been tough, with everything that goes on with COVID-19, and mentally he just said he needed a break. And I wanted to say that honestly, that was one of the most selfless things I've ever seen from a hockey coach. I think that he did it. I think the way he spoke like somebody that really believes in his team, and he was doing the right thing for the organization by stepping away. Paul Maurice is a phenomenal head coach. And if and when the Devils do fire Lindy Ruff, because I think it's going to happen, I would love for the Devils to go after him. But I don't think anybody's going to get a chance to even, speak to Paul Maurice about head coaching until next season, because I think he wants to take a break for the rest of the year and kind of go from there. So we wish nothing but the best from Paul Maurice in a very shocking decision to resign, but we totally get it as well from different perspectives. So let's see if there's any other comments here. There we go. Don't be horrible. Kind of roasting Andrew, saying, enjoy that L tomorrow. So there you go. We just saw that John Tavares and Alex Kerfoot, I believe, both got put into COVID-19 protocols. Don't be horrible asking, was Paul Maurice forced to resign, you think? That's a good question. I think that the Winnipeg Jets said to him that they were either going to fire him or they wanted to give him the option to exit gracefully. And I think he decided to do it that way. I don't think Paul Maurice is going to stop coaching. I don't think he's going to retire. I think next year he will be the coach of some team. Who that team is, we shall see. But I think also he may just want a break, and he wants to give himself time to rest and spend time with family and reevaluate, and then go from there. So that's the way that I look at it. But that's a good question. But yeah, I don't know. Andrew saying to don't be horrible. He's talking about it. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Good for him. Yeah, exactly. I think, and I would definitely recommend go back to listen to what he had to say, Paul Maurice. I think everything he said was right on the money. He said it was a good team, and they are a good team, and they just needed a new voice. And that's kind of the way that I look at it with me being a fan and somebody who covers the New Jersey Devils. I just think it's time for the Devils to get a new voice in there and make some changes. And I think that's the way you got to look at it. So I think the Jets, they wanted to make some changes. I think Paul Maurice wanted the team to just hear a new voice. And so they have an interim head coach, and that's the way they're going to go from now. So we'll see what happens. And then Andrew asking, don't be horrible, what's his favorite team? I think he mentioned it before. I think he's a Canucks fan. Horrible. You're a Canucks fan, right? Because I know you asked me in the pregame about the Canucks, and then you said about the Canucks as well earlier, saying that you just cared about because he said earlier, I just want the Canucks to win every game. So I think he's a Canucks fan. Also, we haven't heard from Jacob in a while. Jacob, are you still? I'm hoping you're still here. I know he also said add him when someone scores. By the way, the goal by Zibanejad was assisted by Chris Kreider and Keandre Miller, and then Kreider's goal, which was his 18th, was assisted by Zibanejad and Ryan Strome. So both Zibanejad and Chris Kreider have a goal and an assist each in this one so far through 40 minutes of play. Don't be horrible said, yes, huge Canucks fan. That is awesome, man. Do you live out in the Pacific Northwest? Do you live up in Vancouver? Let me know, man. That's awesome, because I know you were talking about the World Juniors earlier and said that was basically like your guys' Stanley Cup, which I totally get. So I'm assuming you were from the land of hockey. Jacob saying he's still here. That's good, man. That's good. Jacob, how you feeling after 40 minutes of play? I'd like to know. Ricardo saying he's here. Good to hear, my friend. Thank you as always for hanging out with us. We really do appreciate it. Ben saying he's back. All right. Awesome. We got some more here. He's from British Columbia. So don't be horrible. I don't know if you're a football fan, but I'm assuming you are a BC Lions fan in the CFL if you watch. I'm assuming. Sky G saying, one small fight in the third, please, and try. All right, well, we'll see what happens, Sky. We will see what happens. Freddie says, I have 3 games. I have the Jets on, I have the Rangers game out, I have the Sabres game out. Wow, you are multitasking, my friend. Very, very impressive. Ricardo saying lyrics. Not exactly sure what you mean by that. Jacob saying he is pissed. Don't blame you, but we'll see what happens here in this thing. Sky saying, I'm missing the Celtics game for this. How are the Celtics doing? I'm going to check that while we have a commercial break here. By the way, I watch this game on my TV, so I get like up to minute. How's this game? They're at commercial break as well. They're at commercial break as well. So we'll see about that. So I'm assuming, Sky, you're a Celtics fan. That's my guess. That is a guess. Andrew saying, Leafs is cooking these days. Don't be horrible. I know Vancouver's looking good, but you get that L. That'll be a fun matchup. We'll see how both of these teams come out. Boudreau wants to keep that winning streak going, man. He's been doing a really, really good job. You'll really like to see it. Don't be horrible saying 100% Lions. We weren't the best, but the Grey Cup was fun. Oh, it was a great game. It was. I know the game ended up going to overtime, and that was definitely impressive. Shout out to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers for winning the Grey Cup. I actually posted on my regular Twitter, which you can follow here at THENVPSHOW. I'll just put it in the comment section right here. There it is. I'll show it up on the screen really quick. I have it on my pinned tweet that I decided last week that I'm going to be a Toronto Argos fan. So I decided to get into CFL. I think it's really, really cool, some of the rules and the way the game is played. And a lot of people, they weren't just Argos fans, but they were also like other fans of other teams. They were really, really, honestly, like very warm, welcoming. Some people say like, oh, Argos suck, but welcome to the CFL. Like, it was really, really cool. I even saw like the Argos themselves liked my tweet. The play-by-play voice of the team, the mayor of Toronto, actually liked it as well. It was really, really cool. So I'm very, very much excited to watch CFL next year and really become a fan of the CFL and the Argos. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Jacob saying to Sky, don't worry. They, meaning I guess he means the Golden Knights, are going to lose big time. It's only 2-1, Jacob. Don't stress yet. It's not over yet. Sky telling me we down. The Celtics are down by 8. She's a big Celtics fan, so I guess. So there we go. We got that. I'm a huge Brooklyn Nets fan. I've been a Nets fan my whole life, even when they were in Jersey. At the moment, the Celtics are. Oh, now it's worse. The Celtics are down 68-54 at the half. Andrew Wiggins, or as they call him, Maple Mamba, has 24 points in this one. So the Celtics are not doing so well tonight. So we are just about ready to start the third period here of our game between the Vegas Golden Knights and New York Rangers. 1 goal in the first by the Golden Knights, and then 2 by the Rangers in the second are the goals that we've had so far. And then she says, oof, we're down 14. Yep. Halftime show, the CFL of the Grey Cup was great. Absolutely. Don't be horrible saying, just like your last week. Thank you, man. I also said the Argos is a good fan to root for. I liked your comment with that big Argos logo. Yeah, it's a really cool logo. I'm excited to be a fan of a CFL team. Looking forward to it. Hockey Legend asking, what are you doing this weekend? Well, Andrew actually asked it earlier, but this weekend, I'm actually baking some Christmas brownies, and then I'm going to a friend's Christmas party tomorrow. Then on Sunday, I definitely am going to be watching the Devils game, unfortunately. But I'm also going to be doing stuff for Devil's State of Mind and also just spending time with my family as we are now underway here in the third period of our matchup. Shots are 20-16 in favor of the Rangers as we start this third period. So we'll see what type of response Vegas has after a lackluster second period, which resulted in them not only giving up the lead, but now they are trailing by a goal. A Hockey Legend let me know start of the third period. Jacob, as we know, and he'll mention it again, he's been a big Lakers fan for about 7 years now. Fun fact about Jacob, he was at Kobe Bryant's final game in the NBA. That was something I learned a few weeks ago, which is really cool. And then I like this. Sky's saying she's a Celtics fan in basketball. She's an Indianapolis Colts fan in the NFL. And then she's an Anaheim Ducks fan in the NHL. That is impressive. Do you like anybody in baseball? I know baseball is not the most popular sport for most people. Are you a fan of baseball as well? Andrew saying, thank you to be an Argos fan. Andrew, are you also an Argos fan? Do we have a fellow Argos fan in the chat? Freddie saying, have you been to New York? I see the poster behind you. Yeah. I go to New York a lot. I'm only about an hour. I go on the Garden State Parkway, which I don't know Freddie, if you know Jersey very well, go on the Garden State Parkway and then the Turnpike, and I go to New York. I have two siblings that live in Brooklyn. So yeah, I go to New York quite often. I've been to the Garden to see sporting events only a few times because again, it costs so much freaking money. So that's kind of it. But yeah, I do go to New York quite often. Hockey Night same. Go to my friend's birthday party tomorrow at 10 the morning. I'm going to go in a game truck. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hope you enjoy yourself. And let me, everybody here, let me know what you guys are doing this weekend, especially with this being the weekend before Christmas. Ooh, we're a week away from we're exactly a week away from Christmas Eve, and we are 8 days away from Christmas. As now the Rangers come into the zone. Capo Caco with a shot. That one was deflected in front by Zibanejad, but it's stopped and covered by Brasseur. As we got to stop here, 1:40 into the third period. Don't be horrible. Ask me, what's your second favorite sport, Neil? Probably football. Fun fact for anybody that doesn't know, my uncle actually played in the National Football League for over a decade. His name's Phil Villapiano. He played for the Oakland Raiders and Buffalo Bills in his time. He won a Super Bowl, part of the Super Bowl 11 Oakland Raiders team with legendary coach John Madden. And yeah, so I'm a big football fan. New York Giants and Las Vegas Raiders. Those are my two favorite teams in the NFL. But yeah, the NFL football is my second favorite sport. I would say I like college football a lot more than I like the NFL. So yeah, I would say, like, to be as specific as I can, horrible, probably college football. Andrew saying, a couple weeks ago you told me that you're an Argos fan. Yes, I am. Awesome, Andrew. Awesome. And I'm pretty sure I said it. I'm pretty sure I said it before, but I just wanted to say it again. So now here come the Golden Knights coming down the wait. Riley Smith gives it over to Waugh, and Waugh waited too long to take that shot and was broken up. Golden Knights have it again. There's a shot there by the Golden Knights. It's stopped, and a rebound try by Pietrangelo. It's stopped and covered by Georgiev. Big time save there by Georgiev to stop Pietrangelo as he looked to try to tie the game up. Pietrangelo's kicking himself there as he almost had himself a goal. Horrible saying, I'm going to be laying in bed all freaking weekend because I feel like butt. Well, hang in there, man. Hang in there, and hopefully you feel better sooner rather than later. I don't think it's COVID, but I hate being sick. Well, that's great, man. As long as it's not that's great. Don't be horrible asking me, what's your favorite college football team? Well, being from New Jersey and always being a big believer in supporting your local teams, I am a massive, massive Rutgers Scarlet Knights fan. They're Jersey's team. They play in the Big Ten, and I'm hoping that with Greg Schiano back in the fold, that this program can get back to being a really, really good team and competing for, dare I say, a national championship, which I know is very hard to imagine. But I'm a huge Rutgers football fan. That's really the only team that I follow. But I'm a college football fan in general, so I watch as much as I can. As a shot there from Pietrangelo from the far side goes wide. 3.5 minutes into this third period here, still 2-1 Rangers here, as both teams looking to try to get some big points against one another. Two very, very talented teams. As the Golden Knights dump it into the zone, William Karlsson tried to get there first. Now Carrier with it. Up to Whitecloud. Whitecloud with a shot, and that one goes wide of the net. Did get through, but went wide. Karlsson keeps it in. Karlsson back out to the point to his defensive partner and dumps it around the boards. Carrier had it for a second and chipped it away. Now Filipino's going to try to get to it. Gives it back to Adam Fox. Fox makes a long pass to one of his teammates, and now the Rangers come the other way. Lafreniere. Lafreniere lost the puck, and then the Golden Knights chip it back out. Andrew asked me, what is your favorite college basketball team? Favorite college basketball team, again, because I am, from New Jersey, it's probably going to be Rutgers. Love Rutgers, just in general. My second favorite is the Michigan State Spartans. My dad actually went to Michigan State. I'm a huge fan of Tom Izzo. He's one of the best college basketball coaches I've ever seen. And yeah, those are my two favorite college basketball teams. So we got to stop here on an offsides with 15:22 to go here in this third period. Rangers still leading at 2-1. Dobie was saying, didn't Rutgers basketball beat number one team a few weeks ago in basketball. Yeah, they did beat them. They beat Purdue. What was it, last week, I think it was, or 2 weeks ago? They beat Purdue on a game-winning shot by Ron Harper at the buzzer. It was absolutely sick. Great way to win. I was actually in the middle of a live watch-along when that happened. I was doing a live watch-along of the Maple Leafs Lightning game when that shot happened. It was awesome. It was a big win for the program as Mark Stone gets their first for the Golden Knights in their own zone. We've reached 5 minutes so far here in this third period. Andrew telling us it's the start of the third period in the Penguins game against the Buffalo Sabres. Hockey legend wishing well to Don't Be Horrible so that he can get better. Absolutely. Don't Be Horrible say they beat Indiana on the last second. I don't think it was this year because Purdue came in as the number one team when Rutgers beat them. Is now an opportunity for the Rangers coming the other way, and a good poke check there by Pietrangelo as it was Gauthier was trying to use the power move to try to get a good try. Rangers keep it in. And now that pass to Hayek just missed. Now the Golden Knights are going to try to get it out, and they do. As now Stevenson comes the other way, trying to create a 2-on-1. Stevenson tried to make a backhand pass, but Pietrangelo was broken up. Rangers have it now. Hayek dumps it up, and he missed it. And now an opportunity here for Gauthier. He comes in, and a shot, and he scores! And a big-time goal there by Frederick Gauthier, I think, as the net is dislodged back at the other end in Georgiev's net. Gauthier did score, but it looks like they stopped play before he scored. So an unfortunate event, at least at the moment, as Gauthier scored, and it should be 3-1, but the net dislodged. As we'll see what happens here. As Pacioretty got knocked into the net by, I believe it was Philip Hedl, where he bumped into him. And then Gauthier went off to the races on just a bad job there by number 14 of the Golden Knights. And so, yeah, it's no goal. So, unfortunately for the Rangers, that goal will not count, and it's still 2-1. That is a bad break. Scott G saying no fight is going to happen. There's still 14 minutes to go here, and it's a 2-1 game. So let's see, Sky. Andrew saying prayers up to Don't Be Horrible. So he thanks both of them. He said, man, what? I don't know, Hockey Legend. That was really strange that like the goal count. I thought maybe they called offsides or something, but the net was dislodged. And I guess because a Rangers player knocked into a Golden Knights player, they stopped play. So that's a bad break for the Rangers, as that would have given them a 2-goal lead. So 13 and a half minutes to go here in this third period. The Rangers thought they had gotten a 2-goal lead on a goal by Frederick Gauthier, but it was waved off because the net back on the Rangers side was dislodged. So that was a strange way to not get a goal counted. Golden Knights have it at center ice. Dump it back over. It's now Theodore. Theodore with it over to Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo tried to make a pass over to the Rangers bench, but it was deflected out of play by Ryan Reeves. And we get our first break of the third period with 13:08 to go. And the Rangers still leading at 2-1. And we'll be right back after another quick word from our sponsors. So as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code down below in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me during this live watch along between the New York Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights. It is 2-1 New York Rangers here as we're about 7 minutes into the third period. Again, my name is Neil Villapiano. I am the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast here that covers all things New Jersey Devils on the Hockey Podcast Network. So the Rangers look to have scored to make it 3-1 on a goal by Frederick Gauthier, but it was just waved off because the net dislodged, which was the strangest thing. That was one I don't think I've ever seen that where the team just got denied because the net dislodged on the opposite side. It was a very weird situation there. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So we'll see if the Rangers can shake that off and try to go get that goal anyway. Now the Rangers right now are being pinned in their own zone. Freddie's here. I've never seen this before. Yeah, I've never seen that type of situation before. As a shot from the point by the Golden Knights is blocked before it got to the net. Andrew says he'll be right back. He's going to top up his wine. All right, man. No worries. Take your time. Jacob, who's been very quiet of late, saying, if y'all can't tell, I'm not very happy right now. Well, you still got a little more than 12 minutes to go in this period, only down by one. So we'll see as Pietrangelo has it. Makes a nice little deke around one defender. Then he takes a wrist shot from a point, but it gets blocked before he even gets close to the net. It's now Pietrangelo with it. Pietrangelo back in his own zone. Trying to go pass through the ice there, but it was taken away by the Rangers, and now they'll look to try to go the other way. As that puck deflects out of play, and we'll get another stop here with 11:54 remaining in the game. Don't be horrible asking, Neil, do you drink coffee? If so, what is your favorite brand? Yes, I do drink coffee. My favorite brand, 100%, and for a lot of, and I know for some of you'll be very happy to know this, is Tim Hortons. I got into it about a year ago, and they actually sell it in bags at my local stores, and I've been drinking. I drink it every day, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, Tim Hortons is my favorite brand of coffee that I drink. A hockey legend saying to Jacob, yes, I can tell you're not happy. He also says he feels bad for Sky. Well, again, guys, let's not lose hope just yet. 11:35 and ticking to go here in this third period. Still 2-1 Rangers, and there's still a possibility that there could be a fight. SH asking, what time does the game end? Well, there's no specific time. It's Rangers have an opportunity in front of that shot, and that pass was broken up. But I would say it's probably going to end within the next 45 minutes, SH, unless we do have overtime / shootout. But that's the best answer I can give you there. Ben is back in the chat. He says, yeah. So there you go. Toby Orville says, yes. Neil is Canadian, 100%. He also says Neil is more Canadian than Isha sometimes. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm from the United States, and I'm from Jersey. But I appreciate those comments, Horrible. Thank you so much, man. And then he says, guys, guess what? Jets are losing 2-0. Well, fortunately, things, getting a new voice in the locker room so far is not working as the Jets are down 2-0 to the Washington Capitals. SH saying thanks. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to help. And thank you so much for coming on and ask and send that comment. We appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like before you go, man. Really, really helps out the channel. And also subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the network. Don't be worried. Say, P.S. Don't tell Isha that, otherwise he'll kick me off this channel. Don't worry, man. I won't. But he might see it in the comments later. We'll see. Hockey Legend saying, I'm from Jersey. That's awesome, man. Great. It's glad to see that there's another Jersey guy now. Where in Jersey are you at, man? I'm from Monmouth County. So what county are you in at right now? As the puck goes out of play here, and I don't know if it's going to be delayed game. It looks like it just deflected out of play, but we'll get another stoppage here with 9:53 remaining in the game. It's still 2-1 Rangers.
Oh, that's such a bad. Why would you run right to the run around the side?
Sorry, I went quiet there for a second. I'm actually flipping over because, you guys were talking about college football earlier. I was actually there's a really good college football game going on right now. The Tail Greeter Cure Bowl between Northern Illinois and Coastal Carolina. 6:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Northern Illinois currently leads it 41-39 as Northern Illinois, I think, went for it on fourth down on a QB sneak and didn't get it. That is horrible. They couldn't get 1 yard. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you got that. And then we got another game after that. James Madison versus North Dakota State in FCS. So that should be a lot of fun. That's going to be a big-time matchup. But let me flip back over to here. Sky G saying, I betted my last dollars on this BS. Sky, unfortunately, hockey is a magical, unpredictable sport, and you never know when things can happen, even with those odds. But again, a lot of time left to go in this game, so there's still a chance that there could be a fight. Sky G saying she's from California, but stays in Texas right now. That's awesome. Where in Texas do you stay? And hopefully you're doing safe there. I know that the weather's been kind of nuts the last couple months, but hopefully you are doing okay. Trivia question here. Max Pacioretty had his 7-game goal streak snap last night when he played the Devils. Who was the last Ranger with goals in 7 straight games? Ryan Callahan. That's my guess. I don't know. That might be a stretch because Callahan wasn't a big-time goal scorer. But we'll see. What is the answer? Just waiting here to get the answer. The answer is Mike Gardner, back from January 30th, 1991 to February 13th, 1991. Wow. It's a long time ago. So Mike Gardner is the last Ranger to have goals in 7 straight games. Rick Smith giving me an international hockey update. Canada up 1-0 over USA Women. These teams hate each other. Oh, yeah. Those two teams despise one another. Yeah, so that's a really good game. There's a shot from a sharp angle by Haig. Gets blocked in front before anybody could get there. Now the Rangers look to try to come the other way. They dump it back in the Vegas zone. Sky saying, ugh, it's going to be a long Christmas. Well, it's not over yet. This game's not over yet. A little more than 9 minutes to go in this game, Sky. Don't lose the faith just yet. 9:15 and ticking to go here. The puck behind the Rangers net. Adam Fox tried to make a play. And now Vegas trying to keep it in the zone. Right now they were able to control it for a second. Kosar back out the top of the point to Whitecloud. Whitecloud with a wrist shot, and that one deflected just wide of the net. Kosar keeps it in. Kosar back at the Whitecloud. He takes a one-time shot. That one got blocked in front. Just trying to keep it in. Carrier gets hit hard. Lost the puck. And now the Rangers take it away. Here comes Zibanejad down the right side. Zibanejad looking for somebody. Zibanejad trying to make a pass out in front, and he couldn't get enough of a shot on there. That's Kreider down with it. Kreider drops it over to Hayek. Hayek tried to make a pass over to the side to Capo Caco, but it knocks and deflects out of play with 8:34 remaining in the game. Still 2-1 Rangers. Freddie giving some positivity to Sky. Never say it's going to be long Christmas. It's a holiday. Hockey Legend agreeing as well. He also says, let's go Rangers. Jacob has been quiet. He certainly has been quiet. But like he said, we're not allowed to message him or contact him unless the Golden Knights score. So he's still watching with us as far as I know. But he's not making a lot of comments. As Mark Stone tried to make a dump off to a trailing Stevenson, but it was broken up. Mark Stone knocks the puck out of the air. No stoppage there. Mark Stone. Now to Pacioretty, but he lost it. Strome takes away for the Rangers. Strome coming the other way. Trying to make a dump off to his teammate, but it was broken up. And now the Rangers regain it. With 8 minutes to go here in this one, still 2-1 Rangers. Jacob saying, oh, he's still here, all right, that's for sure. And Sky agrees with everybody else. It is a holiday, true. She's just very salty. I understand, especially when you put a little money on the line. It's frustrating when things are not going your way. But I think, Sky, also, you're the first person I know that's ever bet on there being a fight in a game. That's the first for me. Because usually people bet on the score or the money line, whatever the case may be. But here come the Rangers. Ryan Reeves tried to make a pass over to Goodrow, but it was broken up. As Ryan Reeves looking to try to get something against his former team. Fox now with it, back in the Rangers zone. And he fires it back out, and it goes and deflects out of play. as Greg McKegg was the one that knocked it out. Is that going to be a delayed game? It looks like it's not, probably. Doesn't look to be the case, so still 5-on-5. But again, guys, if you guys are enjoying this live watch along, please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment as well. I'll share it on the screen. Subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. We just reached over 600 subscribers. Let's try to get to 700 before the end of the year. So the faceoff is back in the Rangers zone to the left of Alexander Georgiev, who's had a strong game since giving up the one goal back in the first period. But Brosseau has had a really strong game as well. He's given up 2 goals, yes, and they're losing. But here's the other thing. There's been 3 total shots in this period. Shots are 2-1 in favor of Vegas in this period. So that's kind of interesting. Jacob made a comment here. Come on, Vegas. BGOSO Vegas for the money line. So there you go. There you go. So we got another person hoping for Vegas to get that dub, but they still got 6:50 to go here to try to get that next goal. So we'll see. Hockey Legend saying I'm watching on MSG. So there we go. We got another person watching along with me. I unfortunately cannot listen to the sound, so I have to make my own play-by-play, which I hope you guys are enjoying because that's how I normally do these games. Marcia So has it for Vegas, and he fires it around the boards, and Georgiev will play it behind his net and drop it off for one of his defensemen. Hayek, now to Kakko. Now to Zibanejad up the middle of the ice. Now over to Kreider. Kreider the backhand pass over to Zibanejad behind the net. He lost it. Kakko tried to regain it. Rangers keep it in. Kreider wraps around the boards to Kakko. Kakko now with it. Kakko still being pinned along the boards, looking for some help. He doesn't get it, but it's intercepted by Kreider for a second, and then it's broken up by Vegas again, and now Vegas comes the other way. Carlson down the right side. Carlson backhand pass over to his partner, still able to keep it in. That's Carrier now a pass it. Trying to make a pass in front was Dadonov, but it was broken up, but Carrier keeps it in for Vegas. Carrier now to Carlson, and that shot just goes wide. Haig now with it. He takes a pass, and that one goes wide in net. Now, a rebound try on the far left side is stopped and kicked away by Georgiev. Now, Vegas keeps it in. Rangers right now, all of their 5 guys on the ice have been on the ice for over a minute, so we got some tired legs, which is advantage for Vegas. Carrier, and a pass to I believe that was McNabb. Got somewhat of a shot, but not all of it, and it goes into the breadbasket of Georgiev, and he covers it with 5:22 to go here in this third period. Still 2-1 Rangers. And we will be right back after we get another word from our sponsors. And as always, shout out to our sponsors at DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring this live watch along and all the live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure to use our promo code, which you can see in the bottom right corner when you sign up, THPN. Again, thank you guys so much for joining us here on this live watch along between the New York Rangers and the Vegas Golden Knights. Right now, with about 5 minutes or so to go in this one, the Rangers still lead it 2-1. My name is Neil Villapiano. I'm the host of the Devil's State of Mind podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network, which covers all things New Jersey Devils. So make sure you go subscribe to my podcast. We post new episodes every Monday and Thursday. So you get a lot of content there. And also make sure to subscribe to all the Hockey Podcast Network podcasts here. We have a podcast for every single team and also other great hockey content podcasts as well. Please go check all of those out. We would definitely appreciate some more comments here. Jacob saying, looking for Vegas fans, say 1 if you're a Vegas fan. BGOSO saying, I'm with you, Jacob, go Vegas. Freddie saying, I could finally tell my brother that the Rangers are good at hockey. All right, there you go. Dopey Harbor saying $5 for every $1 on the money line if Vegas wins, according to DraftKings. So thank you for that. And a shot there by the Golden Knights, and they score! And it's Coughlin! And with 5:16 to go, the Golden Knights have tied the game up. It's now 2-2. Jacob saying, Vegas, hurry up, please. Well, there you go. Big save by Georg. He made a good save, but then Coughlin just takes a shot through a screen. It beats Georgiev far right side past his stick. And Coughlin, I believe he scored a goal last night, so that's goals in back-to-back games for Coughlin. And the Golden Knights have tied the game up at 2. And the hockey legends say, I'm done by. Where are you going? Don't leave, man. Stay with us. We got a good game here. About 5 minutes to go. Game's tied at 2. Jacob saying, I don't care if we lose an OT, just get a goal. Well, they just got a goal right there. Sky G saying, Vegas needs to get mad and beat one of these guys up. I still think it's possible. Jacob is certainly happy. Dopey Horrible is happy for Jacob. Ricardo saying, let's go Rangers. So we keeping the faith here. We back in this, as Jacob says. Freddie is not happy. Legend saying, I'm leaving. I'm pissed. Hey, man, game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. Don't leave yet. Sky is happy. She said Vegas scored. Ben is saying, let's go Rangers. Let's go Rangers, as Kreider just missed a good pass in front. Ben saying, go Ryan Reeves. And a pass by Zibanejad broken up, but the Rangers keep it in the zone. Guys, a question. If there's a fight, does that mean the other team gets a power play? If there's usually a fight, it's 5 minutes for both teams, so no, unless that there was something before that caused the fight. That would be my answer to that question. As a shot there deflected out of play, and we're going to stop here with 4:07 to go in the third period. Coughlin just got a goal a few moments ago for Vegas, and as a result, the game is now tied at 2 apiece. So that is, so that's the answer to your question, Sky. Usually there is a penalty, but it's 5 minutes for both guys that decided to fight. So Dylan Coughlin, who I do believe scored last night as well, gets his third goal of the year, and it ties the game up at 2. So a shot there off the face-off in the zone for the Rangers is blocked. Now the Golden Knights come the other way. It's a shot there from the left point by Carlson. Goes into the glove and is covered by Georgiev. As Carlson has had, I want to say, 4 or 5 really good shots on goal. He's had a difficult start to the year, and he's been struggling of late. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up getting a goal when this one is all said and done, because he's really, really had a very strong game. And you can see Gerard Gallant not happy right now as his team is trying to regain that lead here, as he's looking to try to get a win in his first game against his former team in which he coached. Freddie cheering on his Rangers, saying, come on, Rangers. There we go. We got some big support here as the faceoff is won by the Rangers. So here comes Capo Caco down the other way. As Kreider gets it to his stick, stops, looking for somebody, and then backhands it behind the net. So now Carlson takes away for Vegas for a second. Rangers trying to keep it in, and they knock it out of their own zone, and now the Rangers have to regroup. 3:35, 34 to go here in this third period. Coughlin just scored for Vegas to tie the game up at 2. Sky saying, okay, thank you. Sorry, I don't watch NHL much so. No worries. Sky, thank you so much for just being with us here. Please, if you can, leave a like and also subscribe. We really do appreciate it. You get to learn a lot about the sport of hockey with this network. It's a backhand try by Marchessault is stopped by the shoulder of Georgiev. And now the Golden Knights are really ramping it up offensively. Don't be horrible asking me, who is your favorite host on THPN other than you? Yeah, I'm not going to answer that because I love all of them the same. I think everybody is absolutely phenomenal on this network. We all have tremendous talent. We're all really good at what we do. Everybody's my favorite. Everybody's my favorite from start to finish. And I'm being very, very honest. Sky says she's kind of lost. And then you got this. So there you go. And then Hockey Legend kind of confused you. He says, what? Wait, Sky 3-2? No, it's still 2-2 as Lindgren with a shot, and that one is stopped and covered by Brassard. We get another stop here with 2:22 to go here in the third. Jacob saying, come on, Knights. Hockey Legend saying, go Rangers. I'm loving that we got both Rangers and Golden Knights fans in the chat with us here tonight. Really do appreciate it. Dobie Orwell says, Neil, I like you a lot, but Dylan and Isha are number one to me. Hey, man, I don't blame you. They're the OGs. They're the ones that started the whole Hockey Podcast Network. It was a dream of theirs to build a Hockey Podcast Network, and they've done a phenomenal job. They were the ones that found me on Twitter and gave me my break and, gave me the opportunity to be the host of a podcast which covers my favorite team, and I'm living the dream, so I give them all the credit. They do a great job. As a wraparound try by Kosar is broken up by Lindgren. As now Howden back up the top of the point to McNabb. McNabb waits. Tries to try to get it behind the net. He gets it to Kosar. Kosar over to Carrier. He missed him, but Whitecloud keeps it in. Whitecloud behind the net now to Kosar again. Howden gets there. Golden Knights doing a good job. McNabb with a wrist shot. That one gets blocked before it gets through, but the Golden Knights keep it in. Kosar around the boards. Gets it over to number 26 of the Golden Knights. Kosar back to 26, and it's taken away by the Rangers as we have 90 seconds to go here in this third period. Game is tied at 2 as we now get an icing here as the faceoff will be back in the Rangers zone with 1:28 to go. Dopey was saying they are both Canucks fans. Yes, they are. And then Dopey was saying, if you were a Canucks fan, I would make you number one too. Well, I appreciate that, man. No worries. And then Rangers Forever saying, guys, what the heck is happening? I missed a lot. Well, you certainly have, as the Golden Knights scored a few minutes ago to tie the game up at 2 on a goal by Coughlin, his third of the year. And that's what you've really missed. Jacob saying, I'm not getting happy just yet, so we'll see. Ricardo is not happy right now with the game tied at 2. Sky's still looking for that one fight. Well, we'll see what happens here. As a pass in front to Pacioretty is broken up by the Rangers before it could get there. But then it's intercepted. Mark Stone with a shot. That one is stopped by the glove of Georgiev, but he couldn't control it. Golden Knights keep it in the zone. Another shot from the point goes over to Georgiev. He makes the save, and he'll cover with 1:04 to go. And Sky just saying, someone just punched someone already. Well, it still could happen. We'll see. Rick Smith saying it's now 2-2 between the Penguins and Sabres. So the Penguins have blown a 2-goal lead. And then Ben saying, fight, 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 fight. So we're all cheering for a fight at this point. And then Jacob saying, begging Mark Stone to score. Hockey Legend saying, come on, Rangers, we are in bed right now. That's true, right? They're not playing as well as they did in that second, but here they come the other way. Kreider tried to dump it off the Zibanejad. He missed them. 50 seconds to go here in this third period. Game tied at 2. Carlson dumps it out of the zone. And now Rangers have it again. K'Andre Miller over to Trouba. Trouba. Center ice to a Rangers player. He dumps it in. It's Philip Hedl. Andrew saying, go Stone. Fight, fight, fight. Jacob calling Mark Stone Poppy. He said, I need Poppy Stone to get a goal. Okay. Rangers saying, me and Jacob are both fans. I'm both opposite. Let's fight each other. Okay. As a pass in their front. And that one is broken up as the net is dislodged. Did the puck cross the line? Everybody's standing around. Nobody's really sure what happened there with 17 seconds to go. We'll get a chance to see a replay in just a moment. As I believe with Stevenson, he came crashing in. And the puck ended up going into the net, but after it dislodged. So Stevenson used the power move on Lindgren. Georgiev made the save, and then Georgiev gets knocked over, and so does the net. And that puck does go in the net, but it's not going to count because the net dislodged. So we'll get a face-off here with 17 seconds to go. Hockey Legend saying, might go to OT, then Rangers lose. We'll see. He's not confident. He says the Rangers suck in OT. Andrew is saying it's basically going to go to overtime. Ben saying, I know we need jumping Panarin. Is he hurt? I'm so confused as to why I haven't seen Panarin. Like, obviously, I don't watch the Rangers enough to know, I got to look that up. As that pass is knocked down with a hand, and so we'll get another stop here with 10.8 to go. Hockey Legend say, what, Rangers goal? No. It looked like apparently that the Golden Knights had scored, but the net dislodged before the puck crossed the line, so it was no goal. So it's still 2-2. Andrew saying Carter got a penalty. OT. So the game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and Buffalo Sabres looks like it's going to overtime. OT and Pens, as we just got more confirmation. Ben saying the Panarin is day to day, which is obviously unfortunate, as the faceoff was won by Zibanejad. 7 seconds to go here as Golden Knights have it, and they'll just let the clock run as we, ladies and gentlemen, have extra hockey here tonight as we are going to overtime with the game tied at 2. Ready saying, let's hope the Rangers win. This guy asking, do fights ever happen in OT? I'm sure they have. I have not seen a whole lot of them, but I'm sure that they had. So we'll see. Jacob cheering his Golden Knights on. He says, go Vegas, win this. We shall see. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. So before this overtime period starts, quickly, give me your predictions. Who's going to score the overtime winner for each team? Let me know in the comments section. Then Andrew saying, oh my, at least the Rangers get a point. That's true. Both teams get a point. Freddie saying, go Rangers, win this. Ben cheering on the red, white, and blue. He's happy that the Rangers just got a point, but obviously you want to see them get that second point and get a big win against this Golden Knights team. Jacob saying, I've been here backing my Knights up the whole stream. You have, even though you went silent for a good 45 minutes, but I understand. Andrew saying, oh man. We got a good one here, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you all so much for joining me here for this live watch along. This has been a good game, and now we'll see if the team can get a goal here in overtime and put this one away. So we had one goal in the first period on a goal by former New York Ranger Brett Howden. That made it 1-0 Vegas. Then in the second period, 17 seconds into it, Mika Zibanejad scored to tie the game up at 1. And then later on in that second on the power play, the Rangers scored on a goal from Chris Kreider, and that made it 2-1 after 2 periods of play. And then with about 3.5 minutes to go in the third period, it was Coughlin for the second straight night scores, and he tied the game up at 2. And that is how we got to this point as we are about ready to start the overtime period. Freddie is saying that Alexis Lafreniere will be the man that scores the goal. Ethan Freytag saying, what's up, bro? What is up, Ethan? Thank you so much, my dude, for coming on and joining us here in this live watch along. We really do appreciate it. Make sure while you're here to leave a like and also subscribe and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. Ricardo saying he's going to bed. Bye-bye. Hope the Rangers win. Thank you so much, Ricardo, for being here, man. Have a good night. Hopefully the Rangers, for your sake, find a way to get a win. The puck is dropped here in overtime, and we are underway. Hockey legend is scared to see what happens. His heart is going nuts. Let's go, Rangers. We can win this. 1-0 Canucks at the end of two periods in their game. Andrew's predicting Marchessault to score for Vegas. Jacob saying Stone gets a goal, but now here comes Riley Smith with a shot, and that was a good blocker save by Georgiev. So first big-time save there, and now the Rangers come the other way. Long pass over to Kreider. And now Kreider trying to make a pass to a streaking Zibanejad, but it got blocked. Come on, Rangers, as Rangers fan says. Andrew says, go Stone. Is now an opportunity for Kreider in the slot, and he took a shot, but his stick broke or it went flying. He couldn't get all of it. And now he has to go back and get a new stick. Shea Theodore tried to dump it in the zone. He missed. Now the Rangers take it away. There comes Capo Caco. Nice feed in front, and he missed him. He had a nice feed, but the puck jumped over his stick. That would have been a great chance there. And a long pass for Capo Caco is broken up by Vegas. Brassot tried to play the puck. Now a long pass over to Max Pacioretty. He comes in alone, takes a shot, and that one is stopped just barely by Georgiev. And now here come the Rangers the other way. Rangers coming in. Nice pass over to Trouba. And he tried to make one too many passes, but he gets it back in a one-time shot. And that one is stopped by Brassot. I can't believe they didn't score. And now a long pass and a breakaway chance for Pacioretty. He stopped at a rebound. Try is also kicked out by Georgiev. Oh my goodness. Back and forth action here in this overtime period. Now Pietrangelo 2-on-1 with Pacioretty. And the pass was broken up. And now the Rangers are coming the other way. Trouba looks like he's out of gas, as it looks like the Rangers are just making a change here. Trouba gets knocked down, and he's able to clear it. This is crazy here. And a long pass to Mark Stone is broken up. And now here comes number 20. And now here comes Barclay Goodrow. Goodrow coming in with speed up the center ice. He comes on the left side, loses the puck for a second, regains it. Looking for help. He gets over to Adam Fox, and Fox will take it back out to center ice. He'll look to reset. Fox, over to Goodrow. Barclay Goodrow drops to the Fox. Here they come again. Fox up the center of the ice. Here he comes. He waits, loses it. Goodrow now back to Adam Fox, and Fox will pass it all the way back down to Georgiev with 2:30 to go in this overtime frame as the Rangers will look to reset again. Fox long pass to Zibanejad. Zibanejad coming down the right wing. Zibanejad trying to make a pass in front to Kreider, and he got a little bit of it, but not enough, and it was broken up. And now an opportunity for Vegas coming the other way. Shea Theodore looking to try to get a step on Keandre Miller, but he couldn't get it. Now the Rangers intercepted. Zibanejad looking again. He comes down the right wing, fakes the slap shot, drops it to Kreider. Kreider lost it, and then Zibanejad regains it, but Zibanejad has to come back out to center ice. And now here comes Zibanejad again. He lost the puck. He's all by himself, drops it back over to Keandre Miller, and Miller gives it over to Kreider. Kreider coming in. Make a pass, and the deflection pass by Zibanejad is stopped by Brassard. And I will get to your comments at some point, guys, but this is end-to-end action. This puck goes all the way down with 1:30 to go here in this overtime period. Both teams have had really good chances, but haven't scored yet. And now here comes Gauthier with a shot, and that one is stopped by the glove of Brassard, and he's able to get it away. Vegas now with the puck behind the net. Pietrangelo will settle it down. 1:10 to go here in the overtime frame. Mark Stone, the captain of the Golden Knights, circles at center ice. Now again, circles. I don't know what he's doing. He's circling around a lot. Drops it off to Pacioretty. Pacioretty drops it back off to Pietrangelo. Now over to Stone. Here they come. Stone, left side. Now back to center. Toe drags in. And it's taken away by the Rangers. And a potential chance at a breakaway. He comes in. Filipino. And he is stopped at a great poke check by Pietrangelo. Great job there on the back end. But the Rangers keep it in. Heel falls down. Rangers player takes a sharp angle trying that one to stop. But a long pass to Pacioretty. He's coming. Actually, it's Dadonov. He takes a shot and that one is stopped by Georgiev. Another breakaway chance. But a long pass here now to Fox. Fox, tired, takes a weak wrist shot and that one goes wide. Pacioretty with his second breakaway of the period. 15 seconds to go in overtime. Capo Caco down the right side trying to use the power move. He gets blocked off. And now Theodore takes it for Vegas. 8 seconds to go here. One last chance for Vegas coming the other way. Theodore waits. Takes a wrist shot. That one is whiffed. And it'll go to the corner. And that is going to do it for the overtime period. Woo! As we, ladies and gentlemen, are going to a shootout here tonight, as both teams had chances but could not score. So there's a lot of comments here. Come on, Rangers. Come on, Vegas. Go Kreider. Are you joking? It's crazy, man. Rick's been saying end to end. This is nuts. Absolutely. Hurry up, Vegas. I need sleep. Got Simon Hughes saying Bernsko knives. There you go. Interesting. Let's go Rangers. Let's go Golden Knights. Andrew, I believe, telling me that Jeff Carter has scored for Pittsburgh, so it looks like the Penguins have won in overtime. Everybody yelling, shoot the puck. I need to have one good sleep tonight, so we'll see what happens in the overtime period. Yes, Rick Smith saying, Carter scores for Pittsburgh in overtime. Everybody confirming it is a shootout. As Ben confirming it is a shootout. So Sky, what the fuck on Beatus? If you would have bet that the game would end in a shootout, it pays plus 8,000. Wow. So unfortunately, Sky, because the game is going to a shootout, there will now officially be no fight. So I feel very bad for you that you did not win any money tonight. I am very, very sorry. Hockey saying, OMG, I'm scared. Maybe our backup goaltender is not bad. You think? Maybe, Jacob. Dang good game, but hate shootout. I do as well. And it's going to be Nicholas Roy who's going to go first for Vegas here in the shootout. So we'll see how Roy does here in the first round, as Georgiev, who's had a strong night himself, will look to try to get off to a good start here. Roy just eyeing down Georgiev right now, waiting to get the signal to go. He's still waiting, still waiting. This is really taking the time. Now here he comes. Roy goes down the right side, comes up the center of the ice again. He waits, backhand trying a big time save there by Georgiev as Roy tried to lift the puck but couldn't lift it enough. And Georgiev down was able to still make a great diving stick pad save. And now it's Capo Caco that will shoot first for the Rangers, the former 2019 second overall pick. He comes in slow, comes up the right side, far right side, comes back to the center of the ice. He takes a shot and he goes wide of the net. So he doesn't even get it on net as both teams are unsuccessful after the first shot. Rangers Forever say, I need some rest. All right, man. You might be missing it here as Evgeny Dadonov will shoot second for Vegas. Dadonov also coming in slow. Comes up the right side, now goes back center ice. He waits. He takes a wrist shot and a good save into the pads of Georgiev. And the Knights are now 0 for 2. So Dadonov, he tried to go through the right arm of Georgiev, but he was able to hold his ground and make a save. Mika Zibanejad with a goal and assist tonight is shooting second for the Rangers. He comes in with speed up the center of the ice. He gets it to his forehand, takes a shot, and it goes right into the glove of Brassard, and he stops him. Good save there by Brassard as now both teams are 0 for 2. As we enter the third round here, we'll see who Vegas counters with. It's going to be Jonathan Marchessault. He's had a quiet game. He comes in slow, up the left side, comes back to the center of the ice, takes a shot, and he scores! Jonathan Marchessault, far right side, beats Georgiev. And now, if the Rangers do not score, the Vegas Golden Knights are going to win. As Georgiev left a little bit of space on that right side, and Marchessault made him pay. And it's Ryan Strome who comes in with speed. He needs to score to keep the shootout going. He slows down on the right side, comes back at the center of the ice, and he goes with a weak shot into the pads of Brassard, makes the save, and the Golden Knights have come back down 2-1 in the third to win this game in a shootout by the score of 3-2. And Strome's shot was really not that good. He did try to go 5-hole, but Brassard doing what goaltenders need to do, keep that stick firm on the ice, and he makes the save. So the Rangers, who had a 2-1 lead late in this game, end up coming away with just 1 point as the Golden Knights win on the road 2-1. And now, if they win on Sunday, they will have completed the New Jersey-New York sweep here on their road trip. So that is all she wrote in this one, but great game nonetheless between two very, very good teams. And it was absolutely phenomenal, man. It was absolutely phenomenal. Jacob, obviously you could tell he's very, very pumped. Freddie, not so much. Hockey Legend is pissed, understandably so. Andrew saying, woohoo, yes, yes, yes. Jacob saying, told you this is our game. Bro, you weren't saying anything, and you were giving up when it was 2-1 Rangers, and they were still in the game. And Brassard won the game for you anyway. And he's 6-2 now. So don't worry about it. So this is what it is. Andrew asking, how's your wine so far? Well, I'm actually just about to finish it, which is perfect timing. It's very good as always. Andrew, I hope yours is good as well. Jacob is pumped, man. Ready to say I'm leaving. Peace out. Thank you so much, Freddie, for joining us here tonight. We really do appreciate it. Van Ra is pumped up, saying Vegas. That's there you go. Got another Vegas fan. Make sure you leave a like, by the way, on the stream before you go, man. Would really, really appreciate it. Jacob saying my Golden Knights love me. Rangers forever. Rangers is not happy, but that is really going to do it here, ladies and gentlemen, for this live watch along. Thank you guys so much for joining me here tonight doing this one. I had a lot of fun doing this. This was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys as always. I love this. This was a great game, and I love interacting with you guys. You guys are the biggest reason that we do this every week. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you don't miss any new live watch-alongs that we do here on the Hockey Podcast Network. I will most likely be back before Christmas, but but if by some chance I'm not, I want to wish everybody here, from myself and everybody at the Hockey Podcast Network, a very happy holidays, a Merry Christmas. And thank you guys so much for all you do, because you guys are the biggest reason that we do this, and we appreciate you guys so very much. You can follow me on Twitter at THENVPSHOW and on Instagram at NVPQB11. Follow the Devil State of Mind podcast on Twitter at Devil State, on Instagram at Devil State of Mind, and also like us on Facebook. Also, just subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. We post new episodes every Monday and Thursday covering all things New Jersey Devils. Also, make sure to subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network as well, and just check out the podcast from all the teams that we cover here in the NHL and all the hockey content that we do here. So thank you guys so much for joining me here tonight. We really do appreciate it. Once again, my name is Neil Villapiano, and we will catch you all in the next live watch along. Once again, our final score here tonight: the Vegas Golden Knights win this one in a shootout by the score of 3-2. Everyone be safe, happy holidays, and we'll catch you all in the next one.